Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. We're back with ICS, the never ending, forever lasting ICS. It'll live until I die. It'll live until Lucho dies. It'll live until Mike dies. ICS for life. Lucho, my friend, how are you? Thank you for being here tonight.
I'm doing well, Fabi. Thanks for having me again. I'm starting to worry and I'm a little afraid that this is going to become an ongoing thing, but I'll make sure this doesn't happen. This doesn't happen. But the only reason why I'm doing it is because I'm all about the community, all about you guys. And Thor, I love you, man. Coupon code coming your way.
He said coupon code coming your way. And then he said psych. Oh man, happy Saturday, guys. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Let's see who's in here real quickly. We got Lucho in the house. We have Joker J in the house. How are you, my friend? Saturday Senate time. Absolutely, guys. See, like the ones who want ICS to fail. ICS is forever. As long as Hot Toys is alive, ICS is alive. Just put it that way. Can't say the same about InArt, but at least Hot Toys will be alive, you know? Luis, stop with the drama already. We got the Thor in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight. Guys, we got a fun show tonight. I think Mike is coming. Imagine he leaves us hanging tonight. Ah, man. Joker just says, hope everyone got their Wandas and Iron Peoples. Yeah, we're going to get into that. I completely, as you guys know already, I was streaming. I had no idea the Wanda was even out for the pre-order. I didn't get notified whatsoever. Not even an email. Nothing. I found out through Albert. Shout out to Albert. He was here during that stream when which figure came out? The last figure that was announced. The last figure that was announced. And so I completely forgot about it. And so I obviously didn't get it. By the time I logged on, I had 2,000 and change in front of me. And then I had, and it was already like 70% or 75% gone. So I was like, I'm not getting anything. And I did it. But like I told you guys, my deal with toysforkiddos.com is that I never have to worry about my figures again. I am guaranteed my, whether it's Shanghai exclusive, artisan edition, blah, blah, blah. I never have to worry about any of that stuff, which is why I didn't really, pay attention to it anyway. Plus, on top of all that, I haven't been getting lucky with them anyway. So I'm just, it is what it is. Like I said, I'll get it if I'm meant to get it. If not, it is what it is. Luis, what about you? Are you did you try for that, or are you taking a break from collecting right now? Do you have a microphone, or do you have to pay extra FICEN for that?
I'm telling you, me and technology, we do not get along. This is what happens when you've been collecting for such a long time. Then when you get into the social medias, it's like this is all new to me. It's like I can only focus on one thing, that's collecting or social medias. But one day I'm gonna be as good as Fabi when it comes to both, because
well, it's either collecting for the community or social media. You got to pick one.
It's gonna have to be the community, because that's what I'm all about, Fabi.
He said it's gonna have to be the community. But did you try for Wanda at all, or no?
No, well, we were on the live stream when we were discussing the Flash. So
Right.
I mean, and like you said, I mean, I didn't even get a sideshow, email heads up,
Right.
hey, Wanda Artisan coming up. I mean, I did like the whole notify me, once it happens. I didn't get one email, but
Right.
hey, it is what it is. It's just like you, Fabi. I'm 0 for 3, but hey,
Yeah.
what can you do?
Yeah, well, that's right. Peasants don't collect. So this is why we are where we are. This is why we're where we are. Not even one, not even lucky with one. Can you imagine? The veteran can't get lucky. Not even one time. Like from the grace of God, just like, here you go. Here's one. Nope, not one. Not even. So, but again, thank God. Thank you guys. Actually, thank you guys for being the reason why I'm able to get them anyway. I got the Mark 7. Shout out to Rick. I'm getting my Rooted Wonder Woman. Shout out to William. It's finally shipping. And so I'm getting the Joker as well. So thank you guys, because again, I know a lot of you guys get them, but then you change your minds, or it doesn't fit your collection, or whatever the reason is. It helps a lot of people out, whether you believe it or not. It really does. So there are people in this community, that make the community, what it is: fun, helpful, because I think that's what it is. You know what I mean? I think that's how it should be. Besides people constantly scamming, which is one of the main things that need to disappear from the hobby. There are people who are very, very helpful. I've met tons over the years. But going back to Hot Toys, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy, my friend. What do you think of like those price points of the Scarlet Witch, figures, knowing that it's not a female body, it's not a male body, it's a female body, which is not, it's not going to be a massive figure. It may have some weight to it due to the fact that they're updating the female bodies, as we know, with the Wonder Woman that's rooted for the WB celebration, the new Wonder Woman 84 figure that also has some weight to it compared to the older ones. What do you think about all those updates regarding the bodies and all that stuff? And then obviously now the hair, but specifically, even with all that stuff, do you think it's worth that price? And I'm gonna pull up the see if they have it up for on what do you call it on Sideshow.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been noticing lately with the Hot Toys female bodies that they've been coming with single jointed arms, and that's one thing that like just drives me nuts. I mean, we buy these figures so we can pose and we can have them in very dynamic displays. But that's one thing that disappoints me about the bodies recently, like with Bo-Katan and even Ahsoka with single jointed arms, and then not to mention those arms just breaking. Once you get the figure. But I mean, as far as accessories, I know that base looks amazing, but I mean, other than that, I mean, obviously you get those plastic, flaming effects, maybe a couple of sets of hands, but I mean, for $400, I mean, God, that's a big pill to swallow. I mean, yeah, I'd rather just go with the sculpted hair Wanda and save a couple of bucks.
Well, I'm about to get into the price, guys, because I didn't even know what the price was. Again, I didn't even know that it was going to be out for pre-order, but we're going to get into the price. Let me just say hello to you guys. Derek, how are you, my friend? Welcome. He said Fab. The comic. Yeah, guys, Comic-Con is on Thursday. I'll be there with Mike Thursday and Saturday. So if you guys want to meet up, like I said, I have a list going in the group. I don't know, if everybody's actually going to go, but I will be there. Like I said, last year the service was horrible in there. You couldn't really do much. I couldn't live stream from there because there was no service. So I'm gonna take some video and obviously play it, either that night or the day after, depending how late we get home. And then on Saturday again as well. And like I said, try to message me somehow, get in touch with me, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and like I said, we'll meet up. We'll walk around, we'll hang out, whoever's interested. Last year we didn't even get to eat anything. We just walked around. I didn't even get hungry at all. It was just walking, trying to really enjoy the experience. And like I said, also guys, we have an extra ticket for Saturday for anybody who's interested and wants to go last minute. Message me and we'll get it to you, whether it's there or we'll meet you there or whatever. But there is an extra ticket for Saturday for anybody who's interested. I think it was like something like $87, $89, something like that. No more than $90 by any means. It was like 80 something dollars. And that was it. Luis was supposed to come with us, but then he realized he's not really a collector, or doesn't collect enough to kind of, step foot in those locations, because as soon as he steps in, they smell the non-collector off of him. So he doesn't
That's not even true. That's Fabby, why are you spreading lies in the community? The real reason why I'm not going is because I missed the cutoff date. So unbeknownst to all of us in the community, Fabi and Mike said if you didn't start collecting by September of 2008, the 14th, which I started collecting on the 15th, that was the cutoff. And unfortunately I didn't make the cut. That's the truth. Because I'm not a real collector.
Bobo, what's going on, my friend? He says, "What's up, premium collectors? Smash that like." Yes, guys, please don't forget to hit that like button if you don't mind. But yeah, this is the veteran hour. This is ICS. This is premium collectors here. If you're not a premium collector, get the hell out. Imagine. If you're not a premium collector, get the hell out. Oh my god. So welcoming. Harold, my friend, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy Saturday, my friend. We got Nefty in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Daniel in the house. How are you, my friend? Hello, everyone. Lucho, a true collector. No, I don't know about that, my friend, but he's definitely stepping it up now to one figure a year. So we'll see about that. We'll see. A full figure, not a Fison, a full. We're talking full blown Hot Toys, correct? Am I lying here?
It's about 50-50. 50-50.
He said 50-50. He said long live Cobra Lucho at the premium. He said premium community member. Yep, he's all about the coupon codes for the community. Let's see. We got Chris in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. We got Matt Planet in the house. How are you, my friend? We got Modoc Mike. He's not here yet. soon, I hope. They emailed me 5 times after I had purchased. Yeah, see, I never got it. Even after I logged on, nothing ever. So I don't know what. And I know I RSVP'd to get the notification because at the time I don't think I was sure that I was going to get it from Toys for Kiddos, so I had no idea. So I would have been completely asked out if that were the case. Oh my god, so bad. Carlito, my friend, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for being here. We got MB Dyson. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. We got Albert in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Happy Saturday. Uncarded Reviews in the house. Welcome. How are you, my friend? We have the Toys group hug fans. I'll spread the word and other groups and packs. Yeah, I thought you were gonna come with us. That would have been cool. Or Joker J. That would have been nice. I helped an old lady cross the street. She tried to give me a cat. I said thank you. Can you imagine? Oh man, this guy. You guys are insane. Wanda closer to 5. Yeah. So this is what we're getting into, guys. Let me just say hello to you guys real quickly, and then what Comic Con says? New York Comic Con, my friend. Welcome. New York Comic Con starts on Thursday. This coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I believe Sunday as well. I'm gonna be there Thursday and Saturday. So it'll be fun. Hopefully, for me, it'll be, a different experience than my first year because it was kind of depressing, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Welcome, my friend. Albert says, when I grow up, I wish to be a real collector. Guys, I don't know if you guys saw Albert's page, 16 Arts on Instagram. This guy just made his own Iron Spider out of it was like a black. He made a black Spider-Man out of his I don't know if it was an integrated Spider-Man or a Iron Spider-Man. Oh my god, that thing is beautiful. Michael, welcome. Thank you for being here. You made it.
What's up?
What's up?
What's going on?
You made it. How are you? Welcome.
Good.
Let's see. Harold says, the Kmart collector's gonna have to go. Said I'm the Kmart of collectors. I'm a beginner, guys. Yes, if you're a beginner, you should definitely start at the bottom with InArt because they're premium. So, all right, so guys, we're gonna get right into the price point of Wanda. So we have her sculpted at $320. Okay, I guess we're adding inflation to this now, and we got the artisan, which is not rooted; it's just wool hair glued on the scalp. for $440. So obviously we're not including tax and shipping, which it'll be probably definitely over $500. So let's start with Luis, because we know that he'll be the first one in line to get this because he's a huge fan of rooting, which is why he is very big on, buying the Barbie brand 1/6 scale or 12-inch figures. And he'll grab a 5 cent and literally turn this Barbie figure, with obviously comes with a cheaper body, and he'll turn it into a, whatever the figure is, whether it's a female Superman rooted, that comes with the rooted head already from Barbie, or, Bo-Katan I've seen that he's done. So you, as somebody who does that, Luis, how do you feel about this price point? Obviously you do it to save some money, I'm assuming. But as a collector that, for example, we know you're not too much with Marvel, but if you were, how would you feel about putting out the money for this?
Yeah, that's like I was saying earlier, that's a tough pill to swallow. I mean, 440 for the Artisan Wanda. And I know it comes with that killer base. I mean, that's awesome. It lights up and everything. Rooted, okay, even though the sculpted one looks amazing as it is, but yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, man, for 440. I mean, me, like the rest of you guys in the community, it's like I'm not made out of money. So every time there's a deal, I go out there and I swoop from eBay or the collecting groups. Sometimes I'm lucky and I find a figure for like 150 shipped, which is great. Like that just happened to me a couple of days ago with the Stan Lee spacesuit, Guardians of the Galaxy figure. I picked it up for like 157 shipped. Brand new, from Sideshow. It was about what, maybe $280, $300. But I mean, when it comes to this Wanda, it's definitely a tough pill to swallow for 440. And that's not including taxes and shipping, right, Fabi?
No, you still got to add the tax and shipping, obviously, depending on what state you live in.
Right. Yeah, that's insane. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, for all these Marvel collectors and big fans of Wanda, I mean, this is great for you guys, wonderful. But when it comes to me not being a big Marvel fan, I mean, I would have to go with the sculpted, and if anything, a bargain bin find for me, for sure, hands down.
Now, this is first of all, this is for Joker Way for Joker J for Talking Smack. And second, are you interested in this figure at all, even though we know that you're not a big Marvel fan?
Not when it comes to that price point. And so definitely it would be a bargain bin, and it would be the sculpted hair version for sure.
But you're not getting it at all. You're just not. It's not something that's appealing to you whatsoever.
No, it's not number one. It's not priority on my list. That's for sure.
Now, Michael, he's very biased about all this stuff. So he was the first online to get his rooted Scarlet Witch, right? You pre-ordered yours already?
So I just did the math, right? I look at collecting the amount of figures we do. Let me tell you, I'm frugal as all hell when it comes to buying my figures. I am. I try to get a deal on everything I get, new or used, right?
Yeah,
so
but you got to understand too that you're not buying one. You're buying
440. 440, you said, right? For rooted plus
440. Yeah.
Look, I'm in New York, right? So that I don't care what other state you're in. I pay 8% sales tax basically here in New York. So that's $38.06 in sales tax. Yep. If I'm buying through Sideshow, what do they charge? $30 now?
Yep, for shipping.
$29.99, I would assume.
For shipping, yeah.
Because it was, and when I was buying from them, it was like $19 or $24.
It was 20 something. It's always been like 20 something bucks. Yep.
Okay, so let's say $30 for shipping from Sideshow, $508.
Yep.
$508 for this Wanda. Go F yourself.
Well, it's premium and it's
not premium.
Well, you got to add inflation and it's premium.
It's pretty expensive is what it is.
It's very expensive. That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, in comparison to InArt, right? InArt is a brand new baby. And for them to come in, and this is what the issue is. One of the issues is that they come in charging all this money as if they're an established company that has been making fire after fire after fire, 10 after 10 after 10, already charging $400 for a plain Superman that comes with nothing. Here, you're getting and this is just specifically, the sculpted. We're not even talking about the rooted. Let's just talk about the sculpted. What are you getting with the sculpted? The same exact effects, the same exact base, and you're paying 320. So you're paying what? 320 for so you're paying 80, $120. What? No.
What's the retail of the sculpted?
80s. Yeah, 120. What? Yeah,
What's
120. You pay $120 more for the wool, glued hair. Is it worth it? It all comes down to, is it worth it to you? That's it.
It's not worth it. It's not. No, it's not worth it.
Well, that's the thing. Is it worth it to whoever's going to pay for this? That's it. You're the one who's going to display it. You're the one who's going to watch it and look at it and stare at it and love it and dust it and clean it and, and take pictures of it and video it. And, so is it worth it to you, the collector? Because that's all it comes down to. You're not going to find them any cheaper. All these artisan figures, you are not going to find them in the bargain bin. If that's what you're assuming, it'll never happen. None of them will ever be found. Oh, this one's going for dirt cheap all of a sudden. Never.
Yeah,
because you think so?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Because no one's gonna look at you. You have to be an idiot to buy this. You have to be an idiot to buy this.
I'm telling you this,
that's why it's gonna go on sale. It's gonna be a sideshow seconds. It's gonna be
no way. You're
an idiot if you're spending this money.
No. I mean,
no offense, I know you're spending.
No. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about the money wise. Let's forget about the money for a second. Let's talk about the limited amount of these figures. Forget the money for 1 second. Yeah, obviously not everybody can afford this. Not everybody's going to buy this. That's common sense, right? That's just for any figure. That goes for any figure, not just these, double the price figures, right? But the point is that, are you going to, is that going to be something that, due to the fact that it's limited and limited only, that's it? Because, for example, we were talking about the yellow and red Iron Man, the die-cast one that looks like a toy. I found out that only 60 deluxe were made. Only 60 pieces, right? So for 500 and whatever it was, because it was die-cast, which to me, it's more understandable, the fact that it's die-cast, $500 and something I ended up paying for it, right? So again, only 60 pieces left. Apparently, is it true? I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. So, is the actual figure worth all that money? Probably not. Number one, because we already have them. This is just a repaint and a different head sculpt, right? So, is it worth it? Probably not. But is the limited number an appealing factor for me for that figure? It could be, it could not be, right? Because I told you guys from the beginning, I don't even care if I don't get it. I don't even care if I miss out on it, blah, blah, blah. And what did I do? The moment it was out, boom, I ordered it immediately, just out of man, what if I love this figure and I miss out? So what did I say? I said, if I get it and I don't like it, I could sell it and even make money on it because it's only 60 made. I can make 200, I can make 300, whatever the market is dictating at the time, I can make that money because it's 60 pieces. So that's when the value comes in. Yes, you're talking about is super expensive paying up front for this figure. Absolutely. But if that's the mentality of, man, I want to get it, but it's so expensive, you're not thinking about, the payback of the resale value of that figure due to the fact that it's limited. Now, the sculpted version,
but you're right there. You're saying the value is in rarity only. They're bad figures. They're bad. They're not great, amazing, blow your doors off.
No. We're just talking about this topic specifically, the rarity of it. Correct. So my point is this, and then we could get into how good the figure is, the money, and all that stuff. But what I'm talking about is this: if you're worried about money, but you have the money to spend on it, but you're in doubt of, man, this is, like you said, which it is, you're not lying, it's very pricey. Is it worth it to me to spend this money here and know that I have value, whether it's open or not? Because whether that figure, that rooted, a wool figure is used, it could be 100% sold out, but you could buy them, you could use them and still sell them for a profit, 100%, right? So is your mentality going to be, man, do I spend the money, get the figure, and then sell it down the line? Because it's an easy sale. Somebody's going to take that off for you used, right? They may not be happy about whatever price you're charging, but they're going to buy it off of you, right? So the point is, does that rarity make it more appealing to somebody who doesn't want to spend all that money? Or will they say, you know what, let me save that money and spend it on 2 figures instead of just 1? That's my point. How would you think of that?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I don't see it. Like I like rarity, I think, on any figure. I don't see it on these two. I just don't see it. I think the Iron Man figure is horrible. Again, like you said, this whole artisan thing, even if this was, what do they do instead of gluing it to the head? They sew it into the head, basically.
So rooting, the actual definition of something rooted is when you stick it into the scalp. This is not into the scalp. This is glued on the scalp. So like a doll, like a kid's doll from like Toys R Us would be rooted, but these things aren't. This is just glued on.
I mean, I'm not into it, so I don't have anything in hand to say. But I mean, just from pictures, what's the difference? Like where show, do you have something to show me that like between rooted and glued hair, where it's like, look at the amazing difference between the two? I don't think so.
Well, no, I think you're confusing it. No, so it's either sculpted, right? So it's sculpted or the glued. So people are saying rooted as just because it's, it's supposed to be real hair, but it's really the process that they do is not rooting anything. It's just they glue that wool hair onto the head. That's it. So everybody just uses the term rooted, but it's really not rooted. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's just glued hair.
They use the word rooted, but it's really not that in reality.
Right,
okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So it's even more
correct. It's even cheaper. It's even cheaper than what it because if you're rooting something, it's going to be
right because it was making it appear as if there was some handmade effort into
correct.
And that's why it's so expensive, basically.
Right, and that's why they could charge more. That's why artisan. It makes it sound more fancy. It makes it sound more, more. I'm going to assume more, handmade,
like hands-on. Yeah, I'm like, right. I'm not. It's not coming off an assembly line. There's somebody actually.
Right. Correct. Exactly. Which is why they add the wool hair, and that's the new selling point. Again, where did that come from? 100% InArt came in with this idea, and again, it was all done prior to them even being alive, by Hot Toys for years. A lot of these female figures have been rooted, had that fake hair for years. Yeah, they were not styled. Yeah, they were not really focused on, but they were, it was real hair in those figures. So it's not that, InArt came in and taught them how to do it or showed them a new thing. It's just they saw that InArt woke up a market that they capitalize on. That's all it was. That's all it was. And there it is. They have more licenses, so they're going to make more product. There's way more licenses from them to pick, more characters from them to pick from as well than InArt will ever have, at least at this point. So that's why I tell you guys, there's no competition. There's never been a competition. It's just, is it worth it for the collector to spend this money? And again, like I told you guys, this is the new game. So this is not just, now we're up to 3 figures in 2 months and that's it. This is going to keep happening in one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And then it's going to get to the point where you're going to really have to pick, man, do I really want to go for this one? And the problem is, you can't really be picky because you're either buying it or you don't. Because if you miss out on Sideshow's little pick me, then what? You're screwed. You're completely assed out of the figure. So that's what sucks. So it's like, can you be picky? Can you not? And even if you are picky, what if you don't get it? What if that's the one you want and you don't get it? Then what? So that's what sucks. That's what sucks. Luis, what about you? What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, if if Marvel is your thing and Wanda is the character that you absolutely love 100%, then obviously this figures for you. And if you have the funds, great, awesome, more power to you. But like for Mike and I, 440 after taxes, you're looking at 520 or whatever the case may be through Sideshow. Yeah, it's a big pass for him and I for sure. But now if we're talking DC and like a rooted, Flash, Barry Allen, then we're talking there.
Now, Bobby's saying and sold out for 500. So don't forget also, guys, everybody's going to go for it. Everybody's going to try. Whether they want it or not, they're going to try. Why? Because it's still luck. I know there are people who got theirs who don't even want it and they will put it up for sale 100% because they know that there's money to be made. Somebody will pay an extra $100, an extra $150, an extra $200 to get a figure like that it's very limited. And guess what? You missed out on it. That's the game you got to play.
Are those new collectors that are doing that now?
Doing what?
Spending like that money like that now?
Not that I know of. There's a lot of them talk.
Because I remember, when I would pay up on a rare figure, the only times I did it, they were the market, not Sideshow, not no one told me it was rare. The market told me it was rare.
Right.
So when I paid up for a rare figure on that Mark 47 or whatever it was, it's because it was a market thing.
Right.
Those figures went up naturally because there was such a limited amount of number of figures out there that you couldn't get your hands on them, and that's what made the price go up. That's a natural, normal progression of how these things should go. Sideshow shouldn't tell me there's 500 of these special Scarlet Witch dolls, and because they have hair, that they're rare and going to be worth money. I don't believe that. I don't see that. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not buying into that.
See,
and I think it's the new collectors the FOMO guys. That's where you're and you're doing a good job, I think, of hyping it up, because you're kind of feeding into that. You're saying, well, if you don't get it on the website, you're out of luck. You're not going to get this thing. You'll get this thing if you really want it. Whether you pay up or whether you pay down, you'll get it.
I don't think so. I'm telling you right now. I mean, I'm not hyping nothing up. I'm just telling you guys how it's been happening.
Well, what are you saying there, though? But you're saying if you don't get it on Sideshow's website, you think it's going to be some rare unicorn.
No, that's not true at all. Because think about it. People are already locking them in overseas even before they're up on Sideshow. So I'm not even saying that. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is that if where you order from is Sideshow, which most of the people do, if they're not getting overseas now, or pop culture, or wherever else, that's the problem that they're going to run into. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that that's the only place to go order anything, because look at me, I'm not ordering there anymore at all. If anything, I'll get a second piece from there, or use my points from there, or get a discount or whatever. But I don't have to order from there anymore, and I know a lot of people have been doing that even before me. So that all I'm saying is, what's going to happen is just like it's been happening. You get your spot on Sideshow, you miss out on the figure. Then what are you going to do? Right? Then you got to go hope that somebody overseas has it that's not trying to rip you off.
What's going to stop Sideshow from doing a re-release of another variation? Because they've done it now forever now. This is what's got me sour on Hot Toys over the last, since the pandemic, is that anything that was rare, anything that started to get a value in the secondary market, they got greedy and re-released it in some updated version, and killed the secondary market value of the older figures. So, what you think this is going to be off limits for some reason to that?
Absolutely, because of the fact that they're that much more limited. Absolutely. And what do we always talk about? We always talked about two things that Hot Toys loves to do, which is what? Number one, kill the secondary market, which is how I made tons of money when I first started this hobby, right? They killed that 100% with exactly what they're doing, overproducing. And did they do it on purpose, or it just happened organically? We don't know, but it's happening. People are losing tons of money from retail on eBay. Lucha just mentioned it. he just got a figure from eBay dirt cheap because everybody on eBay is selling dirt cheap because there's
Dirt
no
cheap.
money to be made.
Dirt cheap.
So you think that they're doing this is just coincidence, or you think they're doing it on purpose? Something's happening because everything that comes out for retail is, dead down the line within weeks. So is this off limits? Absolutely, because it's a whole completely different market, completely different game when it comes to
I disagree with
collecting
you
again.
1000%.
Yeah, because and you're gonna see you're not gonna see these rooted figures, these artisan figures,
Oh, stop saying
up
that
for
word.
$300,
Stop saying that word.
$200. No, that's what it is. I didn't name
It's
it that.
not. It's such bullshit. It's
Uh,
an artisan bagel. Okay, stop. Stop.
No,
An artisan roll. Stop.
that's
What is that more
fine.
fancy?
That's
It's not more
fine.
fancy.
You can dislike the name all you want, but
Stop.
it's from that's what it's called. So you have to call it something, and that's what they named it.
It's called sculpted versus not sculpted. That's what it is.
So so that's the thing. Is it going to be worth it for people? I know for me, for my collection, obviously, if like I said, if I get it, great. If I don't, it is what it is. If I really want it, I'll eventually get it. One way or another, I'll get it. It's happened with multiple figures over the years. And if I have to wait years for it, guess what? I have to wait years for it. But that's how I do my, my stuff. Now, other people don't. Other people say, you know what? If I missed it, I missed it. On to the next one. Or, if they really want it, they'll find a deal, or they'll trade, or whatever it is that they got to do. But if it's something that they need in their collection, believe me when I tell you, they'll do whatever it takes to get that in their collection. But when it comes to getting these for cheaper, I 1000% doubt it. Why?
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. But I mean, I think there's guys that, again, there's guys like you who have 1,000+ figures, right? That are completionists that
That's
are
the
going
thing.
down
Right.
and have
That's
to
the
have every
thing.
figure.
Yes, that's
And
the
then,
thing.
but look, there's guys who are me who I was on that path for a moment, but I've definitely since chilled out because I didn't like, where things were going. And now I am super selective
Right.
in what I get.
Well, you started hanging out with Luis too, and he kind of influenced you in not collecting really anymore. So, because Luis. So now, Luis, if for whatever reason, you like Marvel, would the fact that the figure is limited appeal to you in any way?
You're muted.
No, it's okay. No. Don't tell him. Why'd you tell him? You shouldn't have told him. Let him.
Sorry. No, I mean it's great, to get a figure that's low in number, limited, and if you're
Why
one of the
though?
like,
Why would that appeal to you though? Why? What about it would be appealing to you?
so you can say you're one of the very few that has this like amazing collectible, that's super rare, hard to get. So, and I understand that. I mean, that's cool. That's great that you can say that. But I mean, is it worth that price? For a 1/6 figure. I mean, and like you said, it's the hair's glued onto the head. It's not even like authentically rooted. But again, I mean, it all depends on the collector. It all depends on the buyer. If you have the funds for a grade of Marvel's your thing, if Wanda's your thing, yeah, more power to you. And good luck if you can get an artisan figure. But I mean, so to those people, yes, it's worth it. To those people, not for me, not at all.
Tuli, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here, guys. Don't forget, please hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it. Tuli says, personally, I don't own any. I don't own a rooted haired figure, so I can't say much about them. But from afar, they don't call my attention, and the way they do for most others, I prefer sculpted, less maintenance. Tuli also says, plus the rooted stuff reminds me too much of Barbies, and I don't do cute. Oh, Lucho. Let's see. We got I'm selling an artisan toilet brush or something. Slightly used. This guy. Unbelievable. So yeah, so that, like I said, Hot Toys needed this line for two reasons. Number one, nothing else that they're making, no MMS, no TMS is holding any value whatsoever, because again, these are the overproduced. And I told you guys this from even before the first the first pre-order went out, when they teased these figures, these rooted figures, specifically the Anakin. because this was a no-brainer. This was the smartest thing they could do. This is locked in money, no matter, even like I said, even if you don't want the figure, you're going to go for it because you know that it's a huge chance that you may not get it. Not everybody's going to get it by any means, you know. So that alone creates a drive to get it. Again, even if you don't like it, but guess what? You put that money up, somebody will buy it from you. One way or another, somebody will buy it because there's a lot of people that know that a lot of people didn't get it. So if there's one out there for sale and you know the seller is not going to put up $560 and, you know, make less on that. Absolutely not happening. So that's what I'm telling you. It's going to happen. It's 100% obvious that it's going to happen. But, you know, where I'm going with this is the difference in the SKUs, right? So you have the sculpted and you have the rooted, which literally it's the exact same thing. Nothing different besides the hair. And you're paying $120 extra just for the hair.
And how many are there of the sculpted?
Sculpted, they don't tell you because
so there's 10,000 sculpted and there's 500 rooted.
Pretty much.
And you think there's going to be rarity and value to that?
Absolutely. For the rooted, absolutely.
No fucking way. No way.
100%.
You're no way.
100%.
I'm not Hot Toys got me in the beginning. They did. Hot Toys was a collectible. Okay,
right.
It was a collectible. It's to me, it's not a collectible anymore. It's something I don't look at it as something like I'm going to get my money back out of it. I did at one point.
Right.
Now, see, you and I had different ways we looked at it. You took, you made some money. You were selling your figures. I looked at it as like I loved having, value preservation in my collection. Like I loved that I was putting my money into a figure that maintained itself for a few years. You know what I mean? But it's not there anymore. I am, I do not look at my collection as if it's any preservation of what I put into it. I don't now. I don't whatsoever. If I get, 20%, I'd be thrilled. But I mean, it's not even viewed in my mind anymore as that. My collection is not, I'm going to get anything major out of it. It's for my enjoyment. It's for I like looking at them. I like futzing with them. I still enjoy that part of it. And that's all I look into Hot Toys as. They ruined it themselves. They're not a collectible to me anymore.
I agree.
That is true. No, that is true. 100% is right. What were you going to say, Luis, about that?
No, I agree with Mike 100%. I mean, I got into this game, I got into this hobby because I wanted the ultimate posable figure, with the likeness that was uncanny to like a Marvel Legends or a Kenner figure back in the day when we were kids. And that's the reason why I got into this game because I just like the imagination, the craftsmanship, the paint details on these things. And then you have these artisan figures and they're charging an arm and a leg, and then and if you're lucky, if you can get one, great, more power to you. And it's really unfair that there's all these, like Mike said, all these new collectors coming into the game. They see that there's some profit that can be made from this hobby, which is really unfair and a shame. And it's not right. But I agree with Mike 100%.
And the value is the icing on the cake. You know what I mean? The value, like having your figure, knowing that it was maybe selling for, a 20%, 30%, 50% premium, even 100% premium, in the secondary market. That was just like a good feeling about like, okay, at least I'm not, it's, I can get money out of it if I need it. You know what I mean? And people did.
Yeah.
But people aren't anymore. Look, I'm seeing trash values on the secondary market, and I don't see it getting better anytime soon.
Right.
No. Now they're trying to shift their gears. Again, Hot Toys, little too late. But you're trying to shift gears. You're going to put a limited value, not on the entirety of it, right? Because you're making a batch of probably 15,000 figures, and you're going to say the 500 with hair is going to be limited, but there's an exact duplicate version, and honestly, probably a better version, in my opinion, because it's sculpted, of this figure, and so you're. It's not like the whole market is going to be after the doll hair version, and probably the limited part of the market's going to be, you know what I mean? I think the majority is in the sculpted. If I had a ratio, it's probably 65, 70%, 75% people like sculpted, 25% like the the glue hair.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think anybody even knew about themselves liking anything rooted until Inart came in pointing out the whole rooting job on the Joker, or the gluing job. The Thor, it's glue, not rooted. It's all glued.
And then you're paying. Remember now, when we bought this last time, right? Our Wanda, the way I guess I'm looking at it in my head, my Wanda figure, I probably paid what, $230, $240 for a Wanda. Let's say for that movie version, right? I have that Civil War promo edition, thing, and that thing I got for retail for $230, $240. I think it spiked up in my memory of it. It was, what, a $400 figure for a moment. I don't know what it is now. But
which one?
What's that?
Which figure?
The Civil War Scarlet Witch. The movie promo edition.
Yeah. No,
the one that was released. I think it was called Civil War, but it was released for the movie behind it. Which I think was
Age of Ultron. No.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe it was. It was yeah. It was basically it was called Civil War, but it wasn't released as a Civil War figure. It was released because she came out at the end of Age of Ultron. It was, I think, Age of Ultron, where she came out the end in that costume.
Yeah, you're talking about Age of Ultron because that's the only line they made two of her for. So she has two outfits. One from when she was like in the beginning, and then at the end when she came out fully dressed as Scarlet Witch. So they made two of her.
And I think she was $240. She was probably released at $240. Okay.
Yeah.
You're now out of the gate paying double, in my head, double value. You're paying 500 and what did I say it was? 508?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 500 and again in my mind that's still a $250 figure. You're already paying overvalue, in my opinion.
The Thor, I didn't say anything other than this. We're losing value on everything. I've been saying that for how long? I'm not.
But you're saying there's going to be value here in this rooted. You are.
The rooted, absolute. Guys, somebody clip this, please.
Clip it again. All right, here we go. Famous clip.
The rooted figures you will not be able to find below retail. Somebody please clip this. The sculpted, it is what it is with those, but with rooted, the fact that they're that limited, you look, they wait list within, as soon as they're out, they're waitlisted. So how can you tell me that people are going to be trying to get rid of that 1, 2, 3 and not trying to make money on it? Are you crazy?
Well, look, you had the same opinion with the Loki set, President Loki. There was a President Loki that came out. They probably made 15,000 President Lokis, and then they made 1,500 President Lokis with stickers.
Right, the 15. Yeah, what about them?
And you
can get them below retail already? No,
no, but I'm saying because that just came out. So you in your hypothesis of things, you believe because of that limited number on that Loki set, that should have some value. That because of the limited nature of that specific set, there's some value there. Now, look at the thing you got going for you. I think on that set is that it's a great figure.
Well, but what's going to give it the value is once those numbered sets are gone, and you start looking them up on eBay. Once they're all gone, you're going to see that you're not going to find them below retail. Absolutely,
you can get that figure another way.
No, correct, absolutely. No, we're not talking about the figure. We're talking about the whole, the packaging of the premium, set and the whole numbered thing. We're talking about the rarity of it. We're not talking about the figure. The figure, absolutely, they got two SKUs for that.
And look, I look at it. It's a marketing trick, right?
They're putting
stickers and light boxes, and this is, to me, is a marketing trick too. Because again, this glued hair thing, this artisan hair thing, it's not a mass market appeal thing, and I don't think it is.
Let me tell you how you're even more correct without you even thinking about it. How much of a commercial thing it was. You have regular President Loki, you have this numbered set, and you have the one that they teased with the Endgame outfit on with that same head sculpt of President Loki.
So you're right.
So they're using the head 3 times.
You're right.
For 2 different figures. So.
And I don't blame him there because it's a good effing head.
Right. So, but that's the thing, it's not, that's what I was saying. I wasn't talking about the figure specifically. I was talking about that whole marketing scheme of them, making it numbered. Because even numbered, again, the whole numbering thing is supposed to make it valuable. That's why, to me, I jumped on it, and I didn't even buy one. I bought two for that reason, because I know it had never happened before. It's the first thing I own that's numbered by Hot Toys. And then I was like, you know what? Once it sells out, I wasn't even thinking about the figure, but to be honest, at all. I wasn't thinking about, oh, this figure is already out, or with another SKU. Nothing. It was the fact that, you know what, this is limited. When this sells out, there's money to be made here, which is the only reason why I got two. I'm not even using the figure that's in there because of the fact that I already bought the regular SKU of that figure, and I used that head sculpt for that end game figure to to not buy it when it comes out with the throne. So that's what I mean. But when it comes to the rarity of it, that's what's going to give it value, not the regular SKU alone, because everything that's regular, TMS, MMS, all that stuff comes out retail, and then what? Sits and sits and sits and sits. You people are buying it for less than retail, brand new sealed. So that game is done. But this game, this limited number game for them is their new moneymaker, because again, 500 and change per figure for however many figures, that's solid 100% made money that they know they're not going to get cancellations. They're not going to get, oh my God, they're sitting, they're not selling. Absolutely not happening. 100% not happening. So that's how I look at it, but I know that there's no way that these things are going to be below retail being what they are. Never, ever, ever. They don't even have to be numbered. They could just be the fact that they're limited. I think, what was the one that was numbered? Was it Anakin or was it the Joker?
It was probably Anakin.
I think it was Anakin. Anakin, I think, is numbered. So that'll give it, even more of a special meaning, because again, now it's limited and numbered. Probably I'm going to assume that she's got to be the same as well. She's got to be numbered as well. Is she? I don't know. Somebody let me know if you do know, but I'm going to assume she is. That's going to give her, more value. She's numbered. There's only a certain amount that will always give it value. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. There's no way that these figures, once sold out, are not going to hold value. I would be completely shocked that even there, because now this is even more expensive than the DX, right? So now we have DX, and now we have Artisan DX, even higher quality, right? Even higher, money, right? Higher, more expensive. And so to have something like that come in, you're going to expect that much better of a product. So what are they really changing? What are they really making that's worth $500 and something? Again, for a female figure. Remember that at least a male figure, you have mass, you have muscle, you have this, you have that. It's going to have some weight to it. Like I said earlier, they have these new bodies now. You have the Wonder Woman 84 body, which has weight to it. That's a new body. And then you got the Celebration piece, which is apparently another new body right on top of that. So you have two brand new bodies, 4 females, back-to-back figures. So are we paying for something new? Are we paying? I know that head sculpt is brand new. I can tell you that. Compared to every single other head sculpt that's been out there, this is the best one so far. Again, it's updated. It's brand new. So you have to take all that stuff into consideration too. Yeah, it's at the end of the day, like I always say, it's a toy, right? You're paying for a toy. So are these toys worth $500 and something because of glued, wool hair? That's up to the buyer, But it's going to get crazy. And this is my issue with InArt, people justify the $400 price range on a plain Superman.
You love InArt.
Huh? I love InArt.
You love InArt.
Let's see. The Thor says glued it. It's glued in. All the things I've collected in my life, I was exclusive. Not one. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I could tell you, Hot Toys held value. Hot Toys held the value forever. Forever until recently. I only sold obviously my seconds and thirds, never my actual my personal collection stuff. And what made it even more fun, like Mike said earlier, was the fact that you knew you had value there. You could sell everything and make money on literally everything. Everything. There was not one figure that you owned that you didn't make money on. everything was, you could make money on. So everything held value. Those
Do you,
days are long gone.
do you guys collect anything other than Hot Toys? Like, is there any like other like little niche thing that might be completely unrelated to any of this that you collect?
Not anymore because they stopped making them. But I collect like all those UFC things that I have around the whole like.
Oh,
around,
right.
Yeah, but that's it. That was
What about
that.
you, Luis?
Luis.
Yeah, I used to collect the
I'll be back.
the 6-7 inch figures from DC Universe, even some Marvel Legends, but not so much. Not anymore because
Not
I got
anymore.
into because I got into 1/6 hobby. Yeah, what else do you collect, Mike, besides the 1/6
Look,
figures?
I don't even want to admit it because it's everything. Like I am a collector. I enjoy collecting, so I have like you name it basically. You know what I mean? Like I'm into the GI Joe figures. The 3.75 inch ones from the back in the 80s. So I have a bunch of carded, graded GI Joe figures and stuff from the 80s. I have Masterpiece Transformers.
Okay.
If you're familiar with that, that's like a more like basically like if a Hot Toys version, I guess, of Transformers. I would say it's the best Transformer you can get on the market. Mezco figures I'm into, but I mean, unrelated to like the Marvel Universe and stuff. I mean, coins. Like I collect a little bit of. I dabble in a little bit of like gold coins, like they're American Eagles and that type of stuff, like from the U.S. Mint. I've done that, and they change their limits too. Our own government, you know what I mean? Like from one year they'll release like 6,000 of a coin, and then 10,000 of a coin, and then all the way down to like 2,000 of a coin. So they change their limits all the time based on trying to sell stuff.
Right.
So you see it everywhere.
No, I it's funny because before Hot Toys came into the picture, I was collecting the 6-7 inch figures, Mezco, Figuarts, even just like random stuff. Like I would go back and collect the Kenner figures that I wasn't able to collect when I was a kid. So I would do a lot of that, a lot of searching,
like that DC, like the Superpowers line type stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like
I thought about going down that line, to be honest.
Yeah, like so, like for instance, I think I have from the original Kenner DC Power lines. I think I have Superman, Batman, and the Flash. And then
I know from my like watching it, like I know Cyborg is like that's like the Grail figure, like that's the hard figure to get from the line.
Yeah, it is. And then what was cool is that Walmart, they had this special edition where they brought them back right in a more updated form, which was really cool. I mean, I was so tempted to get into all that line, into that wave, but I mean, I only have such amount of space, and I like to display my figures, and I hate keeping my collection in boxes, and I have half of my collection in boxes. And what I usually do, I just rotate them, right? I have 6 Detolfs. I have like underneath the television back here, I have like this little wooden box glass display. So, but that's the space that I have. And I like to do that, rotate my figures, keep it fresh. But if I had the space, I would display all my figures like Fabbies.
I'm with you, man. I'm the same way. Like most. I mean, I have a display for a couple of Mezco figures, but a lot of my Mezcos are I got them like, unfortunately, boxed up because I just don't have the damn room.
Yeah, that's what really sucks. And
space is the ultimate killer, right? Space is the killer, I think, for any major collector.
And just over the past 3-4 years, right around COVID, that's when I got into collecting vehicles. I got really lucky with the Batmobile about 5-6 years ago. There was this couple when I live in San Diego, but I go and I visit my folks up in LA, and just out of the blue, I was on Facebook Marketplace, and I saw that there was this couple selling that Batmobile for about $400, local pickup only. And I was like, my God, that Batmobile was going for almost like $700-800 at the time. And I jumped on it, man. And I picked up the Batmobile, and then I thought, oh, great. Now I'm going to get into another slippery slope when it comes to another form of collecting, right? Vehicles. but I said I had to get it. I had to get that Batmobile because it was like my grail for the longest time. And now I have the Tumbler and the DeLorean, and I've been toying about the Ecto One. But man, that Ecto One is a beast. I just don't have room for that thing.
Beast.
Yeah,
and
large...
it's a ton of money, man. I think that thing, isn't it like 14, like with even with like if you can find it without tax, I think it's, you know, $1,400 ship, $1,500 ship.
Oh yeah, definitely, hands down. Yeah. Do you have large vehicles as well in your collection?
You know, I only have one. You know, I have the Jazz Inc. BVS thing. So I got that one, and well, that's not true. I have a Tumbler, but it's sitting in storage because I don't have room.
Yeah.
So I bought like the re-release of the Tumbler because I'm like, you know what, I not that I missed it, but I said to, I think myself, the first time around, I don't have space. The next time I'm like, well, let me get it, and you know, because it was cheap in my mind. I think that was like $550. I think I got that thing $550 shipped.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Mike. So now that you have the Jazz Inc. BVS Batmobile, would you buy another Jazz Inc. Product, another vehicle? I mean, you know, obviously there's QC issues. You know, a lot of the things that they make aren't painted 100%. The material. I mean, how was your experience with Jazz Inc.?
Yeah, I wasn't like looking at it from my desk right now. It's awesome. You know what I mean? Like from the eye appeal of it, it does the job. So like I'm not one of those guys that's gonna like go and play with it and futz with it. And so look at it. You know, my what they say, the tires deflate on the thing, and mine haven't, and I don't even understand how that even happens because the tires feel like they're
like a hard rubber.
Rocks. They don't feel rubber to me. They feel like a hard, you know, like solid through and through. They don't feel like a rubber tire to me.
Yeah. So you don't have the Justice Mobile like on bricks, or like a lot of people buy little platforms, little like almost like a gurney to put
to prop it up.
I
don't think so. No.
It's on its wheels, all four wheels.
I have it sitting on its wheels. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. That's the thing that concerns me about Jazz Inc. I mean, it's great that they come out with vehicles that no other company even want to touch or bother with. And that's my respect with Jazz Inc. is that they go and they do that, right? Like for instance, the '89 Batwing. Oh my God, Mike, I was so tempted on getting that '89 Batwing, but the only reason why I didn't get it was because I don't have the space to put that.
Yeah, you gotta display it on a wall or something. That freaking thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure you've seen people, they've been putting that Batwing on like flat screen gimbals and you know, racks, and that's a great idea to do. But then you're like, oh man, you know, it's like, you know, where exactly are you going to put it? You know, you kind of want to make it go with your collection, you know, and you know, fit in with DC, or you know, you don't want to put it in another location where it's not going to make any sense, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, one of my issues was just the quality of the Batwing. I mean,
well, look, my electronics went on it, so my electronics don't work
on the Justice Mobile.
On the Justice Mobile, and
Okay.
look, not that I thought it was great electronics, anyways. Like I understand that the '89 Batmobile, like the cockpit lights up like a Christmas tree, from what I understand, compared to, you know, what this cockpit lit up to. So it's not like I feel like I'm missing out, but
yeah,
you know, I was a little bummed at that initially, you know, and I'm sure it's just like a disconnected wire somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just transport, something got loose, but I'm not going to go in and futz with that. I'm not.
Tear it down and mess with the wiring and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
I've soldered before. No way. I'll end up destroying the damn thing in the process.
Yeah.
I have the computer coming though. I ordered that computer.
Oh yeah. It's cool because it looks like it's like levitating, right? They have like little rods that connect to the table.
Man, I ordered that thing pre-pandemic. It almost seems like I must have ordered that early 2020, and the thing's been paid off now, or close to paid off for ever, and then they keep extending it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So
yeah. Are you gonna hang on tight and wait for it, or are you like on the verge of asking for a refund?
Like I think I was like on a 9 or 12 month payment plan, right? And again, I started making payments like pre-pandemic, so I could I've been basically, I think, one payment away from having the whole thing paid off, and they actually had the nerve to send me an email like once. They only did it once, but they sent it saying, "Hey, what's going on? How come you're not making your payments?" I'm like, guys, I got one payment away. You've extended this release date by like 3 years. I go, why would I pay in full? Like, let me keep a little skin in the game here, because I've paid for the whole thing. I have one payment to go. I mean, not that I don't think they would give me my money back, but yeah. But they haven't bugged me since. So I might get a monthly email to say, hey, you have one payment remaining, but I just ignore it because, until it gets close to release date, you know what I mean? I'll pay it then.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's yeah. So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll end up buying some type of Jazz Inc. vehicle, but at the moment, that that new Pattinson Batmobile from the Batman. I mean, with the lights and sounds and the smoke effect. I mean, that one is really tempting to get.
It's cool. It's cool. Are you ever? I don't know. I'm not a photo guy, so I would never like utilize that smoke effect.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah,
you know what I
you know
mean?
that kind of remember when we were kids and they would have those train sets, and then some of those train sets would actually have like little working smoke that comes out of the
100%.
smokestacks.
100%. You know what I have that my for like the holidays, my wife puts up these
the decoration for Christmas.
Yes, but what's the brand?
Hallmark?
Like little houses.
Hallmark, right?
Department 56, I think it's called. So it's these little intricate, tiny, like little houses, and we do it for Halloween, and she does it for Christmas, and we have this Halloween set that has some kind of fog effect. You know what I mean? That smokes the whole house up if I turn the goddamn thing on.
All right, thank you guys for holding it down for me. I had an emergency, but
emergency dump.
So, well, it was a shark, but so that's what I thought.
He had to change his underwear.
So yeah, sorry guys. So now, guys, we're gonna get into a lot of drama.
Oh, great. We love drama.
Let me catch up real quick. She's glued all right. Let's see. Don't forget want to come. Yeah, so they reused that head sculpt 3 times. So it's gonna be 2 SKUs, President Loki Premium, regular President Loki, and that Endgame Loki outfit. I have not had glued relations with the Artisan Edition. Speaking of Loki new season, yeah, the first episode was really good, really good. Faster new here, Artisan is strictly for that. Oh man, that's it. Everybody's priced out. Only doctors and lawyers and Indian chiefs. Let's see. More value with lower number. So number 1 value more than 4 and so on. More value with lower numbered. So a number 1 more valuable than a 4. No, I don't think it works like that. I think because they're numbered. So let's say for example, if they made 1,500, any numbered from 1 to 1,500 will have value because it'll be on the box. That's it. Gentlemen's bet revisit this year. This a year after release.
Joker, write it down.
The stream will be limited to premium collectors.
Well, the thing is, we won't know for 2 years because it'll take a year to release the figure, year and a half to release the figure.
Right, exactly. I have a pre-artisan W coming. She will be my 10. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, mine should be shipping soon also from Sideshow. So we'll see what that's about. I collect Disney stuff too. Oh, okay, nice. I collect dust. MB Dyson, duh. I've been collecting that. This guy, unbelievable. I collect G.I. Joe Classified. Oh, nice.
Marvel HasLabs. Me too. I have a couple of HasLabs. I have the Galactus and the Sentinel.
I started with Black Series, SH Figure Arts, Iron Studio statues, 3-0 Transformers. Now how to do? Ooh, look at that.
3-0 Transformers are really good.
Yeah, I got a ton of Transformers. I got all the Hasbro Transformers. I got a bunch of all sealed. I got a bunch of the Takara Tomy Transformers. I got a bunch of the Play Arts K figures, all sealed. I got like 40 of those. Oh my god, I got tons of stuff still sealed. It became too much for me. I still collect comic Marvel. Oh, look at that. GI Joe classified. Is GI Joe classified like a specific series of GI Joes?
Yep. Well, classified is the new 6-inch version of GI Joe. So
Okay.
the classified series is the 6-inch version of what they're doing now. So it's like the Marvel Legend version,
Gotcha.
you could say, of GI Joe, because everything's gone 6-inch. You could say, like, they're not doing the 3 and a 7.5-inch
Right.
that they had when we were growing up.
Right. Yeah.
But they still do it, but
It's not as popular.
yeah, I wouldn't say that's kind of reserved for the original 80s run.
Chris says, I also collect Jada Toys 124 scale cars. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I have slab. You should see I have a whole thing of slab comic books like that. I got too much stuff.
The Thor says, been collecting since 1977. I think that's when they wrote the Bible, I believe. I have all the what?
He's got all the Thor's. The Thor's got all the Star Wars Kenner.
I have all the Star Wars Kenner figures.
I had that stuff as a kid, but you know what? What an expensive line that is. I never went down that black hole. Well, go back to that one. Can I see that one? Was it Mezco, NECA, Comics, Good, Mattel, Disney?
Yeah, it's a true collector.
The Mezco is the 6-inch Hot Toys. That's I really do view them as that.
They're that good, yeah. I've collected just about everything over the years. Now mostly 1/6 and prop. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, props. I have a lightsaber collection.
Yes, I was going to come back with a piece. This guy, unbelievable. All right, I caught up. I got it, guys. I got it. All right, so we're gonna get into these pictures that we got. I believe it was either yesterday or today. We're gonna see what we find. We saw. I don't know if you guys saw, but they updated Supergirl, and she looks incredible. Colombian Pride, forever and ever.
We're looking at the same thing.
What?
Incredible? Did you say?
Yeah.
As in good?
Yes. They just updated like all her photos, and she looks so much better than she did on those promo pictures. But we're gonna get to it. So now, question for you guys: do you guys think now at this point, since we haven't seen a single one, do you think that these are going to be made or no? Let's go with you, Luis.
No, especially if anything, the 89 will be made. The return suit will be made. Obviously, the modern suit is out on pre-order now, but the rest of the other ones, I don't think they're going to come out, especially after what happened with the movie. And so, yeah, if anything, those three are the trifecta for sure.
What about you, Mike? You think they're coming?
Nope, not going to happen. The movie was a flop and not a commercial success, and that's the reason why they won't do it. They won't see that as a sellable line, and they're going to cut it short.
So now, seeing this figure here, here's the deluxe special edition piece, and here's the mask and all the accessories. What do you think? How do you feel about this? How is it looking for you right now?
Well, for me, I mean, it looks beautiful. It looks amazing. I mean, go back to the symbiote suit, Fabi.
I don't know. I just went down.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's an updated body. I mean, I have the original one. The body was a little too bulky. It didn't pose very well, since it was a figure that came out in 2011, 2012. I mean, on my figure, the suit, the screen print, it's starting to feel really, it's weathering away. It's starting to lift off.
It's a cloth, right? It's like a cloth fabric.
Yeah. It's screen printing, which is great, but I mean, it's all it's 15 years old now, that figure. But yeah, this one's beautiful. I mean, not to mention you get all those symbiote Venom head sculpts, pieces. I mean, this is great. This one's definitely coming home. And I'm not a big Spider-Man guy, but this one's definitely coming home.
Black Time Cruise, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. We got Rob in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. So yeah, Mike, what do you think of this?
Yeah, good. It's going to have a rubber suit like the other Spider-Man, so that's a welcomed update and improvement for the black suit. I think the symbiote thing looks okay. It's not something I'll use for my display. Is this the one that's coming with the head sculpt? It's the
Yep.
Toby head sculpt,
Toby,
right?
yeah, yep.
Yeah. So I plan on using him with the Toby head sculpt, and I think the Toby head sculpt looks killer. I really think
Yeah.
that with that expression, I think
And
that
the
looks
hair,
really,
the
really,
hair
really
is
good.
spot on. The hair was the one thing they missed out on the first release, and now they got it.
Look at, I want some expressions. Like they very rarely do an emotion on their figures, and they just started to like, I think, hit their stride with it because the President Loki, that one works, and this Toby one works. So let's see more, more head sculpts with some emotion on it. I like it.
Joker J says Spidey's my guy, but after the video game black suit, this does nothing for me. Oh, you really like that suit, huh? You really like the suit. Hot Toys needs an update. Those Spider-Man loose more masks to a proper message. Yes, 100%. I always say that. I'm like, why do they give us these like real stiff, useless like masks? Like, make it like, loose and floppy, and make it like it's been used. Don't give it like a straight print and like, here you go, you're a super flat master. You're never gonna.
Well, I think if you fold it, it kind of does.
No, it doesn't do
you
anything.
put it in there like the grip hand. Like when I run that through a grip hand.
Right. That's when you got it. That's the only way that like it looks decent.
I think that's what it's for. You know what I mean? I think that's its one use is.
Right. It's supposed to be, but like they could give us what do you call it? A mask that looks like, it's usable. You know what I mean? Like with the loose.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like they could easily do that. And even in the movies, if you notice, every time he takes off his mask, the mask has like, it's not round like that. It's like loose in the back. So that's why I wish they could, they could get it properly, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? I'm waiting for Artisan Toby. Artisan Toby. Tony, my friend, welcome. No bad, Mike. No bad, Mike. Joker J, one Artisan Watermelon Man. So now look at these figures right here. These look beautiful. As you can see here, I don't know if anybody picked this up, but this Bo-Katan here, could easily be the one that we got, right? But here's the thing. She's holding a Darksaber, as you can see right here, right? So is she coming as that rooted one that they teased already? It looks like this may be her. Remember, she didn't come with a Darksaber with the first time she was released. So again, this is a huge sign right here. Again, it could be that they're making her with that rooted head sculpt. It could be a limited, amount because it's rooted or gluted. So we'll see. But we got the Praetorians in the back, all three. We got the Moff Gideon 2.0 with the head sculpt. Like I told you guys, at first when they didn't show it, I was like, they have to make that head sculpt. They finally did. Luis, what do you think of the lineup, and what do you think is her case regarding the Darksaber?
Oh yeah, hands down. I think that's going to be the rooted Bo-Katan for sure. And it's going to have a little longer hair than the sculpted one, like in the last Mandalorian show that came out. But yeah, I think that's definitely going to be rooted Bo-Katan. Hopefully, it's not going to be an artisan. Hopefully, it's going to be just a standard, MMS, or TV show figure. The Praetorian guards look amazing. They look fire. The Praetorian guards, the ones to get were the ones from The Last Jedi, because those had like this really cool samurai look to them. These ones look pretty cool too. I may pick one or two up. The bad guy, right? What's his name? The guy with the
Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon. Yeah, this is definitely the Moff Gideon to get for me anyway. I missed out on I passed on the last one. I think it's still available, but this one's the one to get for sure.
Yes, this Moff Gideon is the better looking one. I love the helmet. The helmet is what does it for me. Even though the head sculpt looks great, that helmet and that look alone looks badass to me. Michael, what do you think of this?
Probably again, as always, I actually disagree completely. I think the Praetorian guards look good. I do. But the scene, right? I try to connect myself to the scene of the show. That scene sucked. It sucked. It was not memorable to me. This has zero appeal to me to get. I like the Praetorian Guard figures. It looks cool. I think the purple jelly on their swords looks out of place. Looks goofy. Don't like it. The Moff Gideon, horrible. Horrible. The other one is the one to get because the other one is the head sculpt with him with the mustache, and that is the more iconic look for him. Whereas
this is a
does have
clone.
mustache.
This is a clone. This is supposed to be a clone of him. That's why he doesn't have the mustache.
That's speculation.
Right.
It's either way. I feel like the original with the stash.
Right.
That's the look I want. This is I don't know. I'm not into it. And okay, I hope that doesn't go that way. Like I'm not into. I don't want to combine zombies and Star Wars. So I mean, this past show here did that, and I didn't love that, to be honest. So I don't like
that was kind of
zombies
cool.
and
I thought it was kind of cool.
And then I do look at, as you know me, I don't want a rooted John Cena, so that figure is not appealing to me.
John Cena, he said. So Mad Planet, no idea. It wouldn't No Way Home version. There's no such thing as a No Way Home version. Vulture. If anything, it's from Homecoming. The only version that they're gonna release. And is it coming soon? I have no idea. Is it coming? Absolutely. They wouldn't have teased it twice like they did.
Michael Keaton Vulture he's talking about?
Yeah, the Vulture. Yeah, the one that from Homecoming, and they teased twice already over the years, but still nothing. They teased it again last year, I think, and then like years before that. But no idea when it's coming. They have to have a reason to show it or tease it again or finally put it up. Doc's head looks like a you guys. Carlos, my friend, how are you? He says that Moff Gideon looks. Yeah, I like them both. I like them both. I got the original one. I'm getting this one. This one's gonna be tough for me because I love the helmet. So it's gonna, do I want him with the new head sculpt on, which looks really good, or do I want him with the helmet? That's my only issue. But we'll see what happens.
I mean, those horns on that helmet.
That's the whole Darth Maul thing.
Isn't that weird? It's just like I'm just like, I'm disgusted by that. I feel like that looks ridiculous.
Well,
but
it's from
something.
It's from what do they call it? The Maul DeLoreans. They're Maul DeLoreans. So they're like it's like a group of troopers that look like this, because I guess they're from Darth Maul or something. So they're actually it was just in the Ahsoka show. They showed one of them on the Ahsoka show.
They did, I remember.
Yeah, the second to last episode. So so they're part of something. They're part of something.
So they're part of like a Darth Maul Mandalorian.
Probably something like that. I don't know, but I've seen him before. And like I said, he appeared in Ahsoka for a second, and they apparently they're troopers of Darth Maul at some point, but I don't know anything about that.
It's a Rebels and Clone Wars type of thing. Yeah,
right.
That connection, that's what it is.
You know what? And then maybe that's it too, because I never watched the Clone War. I could never get past season 1 and 2. So
right. Yeah, that's why it doesn't. You're to you this is just a random thing, but it's actually
I don't have the connection.
Right, that's why.
Yeah, it's not like the original trilogy Star Wars for me.
Right, exactly. And then I'm in the same boat. I don't know a lot of these things, but because I've seen like little clips of things here and there, that's why I remember. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Obviously, they look better on TV and on the shows, but this is beautiful.
Fabs, you have bought figures that you have zero idea what property it's from, but because the figure looks cool, you purchased it.
Well, I buy, I've always bought 99.9% of Hot Toys, period, because it's a Hot Toy.
From the figure, who cares what it's connected to? You actually,
well, to a certain extent, like some I don't care, but some I won't buy because I don't really know where it's from. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's usually if it's a Hot Toy and it's and it's appealing to me. Boom, I don't have to know what it is. I don't have to know what the movie's from. I don't have to. There's a lot of figures that I own by Hot Toys from, like, for example, the Prison Break movies. I never watched the show a single time. From the anime figures that they used to make. One was what the hell was it? Something.
You know what? Did you order those?
City Hunter. City Hunter. I've never seen a single episode.
What were those new ones that came out? They were like space outfit people. That one was a black guy.
They look cool. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Mike. Yeah,
they were like fairly new.
Yeah,
You said a black guy?
oh God, what was the? It was. It's like I think it's like a Chinese property.
Oh
Yeah,
no, they're not. They're not out yet. You're talking about the two soldiers?
Yeah.
No, they're not out yet. I'm
Did
getting
you order
them.
them?
No, I didn't pre-order them. No, but I'm getting them. Those things look cool.
yeah.
Those look really badass.
I mean,
soldiers.
again, that sticks out to me as like again a random property.
Well, that is 100% random, and I haven't seen the movie, but those soldiers look badass, and the fact that I believe that they have light up eyes too. I think that the masks light up, so I just want them for that, for that look of those robotic, soldiers. That's it. And they're hot toys, so they're going to be good quality. Sorry, Homecoming. Yeah, no, it's there has to be a reason for him to to come out, so they maybe come out with something regarding that line again, but that Vulture is 100% coming. There's no way that they're gonna tease that twice and be like, just kidding. That's coming 100%. Paz Des wasn't memorable. Mike Unreal. Oh my god.
Paz,
you can stick a lot of what those horns. Oh my god, damn Mike, I'm disgusted. Is that damn Mike? I'm disgusted. Maul had became a leader of Mandalore for a spell. Oh, there you go. That's where it's from. So yeah, so I've seen them. They're like soldiers, and they look really cool. Is it weird to love a figure but not the show and still want said figure? Oh, absolutely. I told you guys I've done that.
it's weird.
Forever. Oh my god, I've bought so much stuff that I don't even know. Just because I love Hot Toys. I've always told you I'm a Hot Toys collector first and foremost.
Ride or die, baby.
Absolutely. Fabs Hot Toys is making it.
He would.
I
be
would.
All in.
I would only buy the good ones. Let's see. So yeah. So here we go. So we got my R5D4 still hasn't shipped from Pop Culture. I don't know when it's coming. Here is the Miles G. Morales figure. That's another good-looking figure right here. It's supposed to be the Prowler. I still haven't seen the movie, guys. Here is the entire line. You got 2099 with the updated body, a lot bulkier, not as articulated as it used to be. You got Miles back here. You have here's the Spider-Man 2 line. So you got Black Suit Spider-Man. This thing is a beauty. You got the 2.0 Spider-Man back here, and you got the 2.0 Miles. Are you guys excited for any of this, or you guys didn't bother with these?
Skip me because these ones?
Yeah.
Oh wait, these are the video game ones, right?
Yeah, that's Spider-Man.
Yeah,
2.
you know what? I'm actually not that excited for them.
Really?
I didn't think I didn't like that black suit one. I guess it didn't like knock my socks off as far as some, great variant suit. And I had the other two. I felt like, right? Are these
re-releases? No, we didn't. No, we did. These are 2.0s, both of them.
Yeah. So like that's when I saw these. I'm like, the whole claw system. I wouldn't employ that anyways because I don't have the room in a shelf to do it. But I don't even think that looks good to begin with. So I wouldn't do it. Even it doesn't appeal.
See, the one that I like is the black suited one because you actually got the symbiote on the legs. The 2.0, still cool looking with those legs, but the symbiote one is the one. So if I were to display any of them with the legs, it would have to be only the black suit because obviously you can't have them both with the legs out on a D12 on a shelf. So the black legs are the ones that are really, really calling my name because of the fact that it's symbiote everywhere. And that
I can see myself
suit,
getting the black suit later on is like trying to complete a line. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't have that Spider-Man suit, so I could see that being a potential draw.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful. Luis, what about you? What do you like this line at all, or you don't really like Spider-Man either?
No, it's a cool line. I like the symbiote Spider-Man with the symbiote attachments onto the arms. It looks cool. I mean, if I were to get any of these three, it would definitely be that symbiote Spider-Man. But for the fact that I'm eyeballing the Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man 3 symbiote suit, yeah, these guys are gonna take a pass for me for sure.
Yeah, Test Jess. Still waiting on pre-ordering those two, John Wick and Kane. I don't know what's taking so long, but I'm assuming at some point soon because they teased them already. Here you got No Way Home, the entire line. The only one missing is Hobo, Green Goblin, and Electro. They didn't have them in the same shelf, but here it is. Amazing. You have, this is Toby here. This is Andrew here. You got Doc Ock, you got Lizard, you got integrated suit, and then you got Green Goblin. That looks beautiful. Look at that. Can you imagine having that in your collection just like this? So badass. Luis, how much would you pay for something like this?
To have that whole line, how
Like
much
just
would
like
I
this.
pay?
Have this entire display just like this in your house.
Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, $1,000.
Don't be
I'll
cheap.
tell you, I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna probably end up paying 500 or 600 for that display right there.
See, the
'Cause I'm
true
gonna wait.
veteran. See, Luis, the true veteran plays cheaper than you, and you're trying to say that you're the true veteran, and you're paying double that the true veteran is.
Oh yeah,
See what happens?
like
See?
these things. I think look at this this line, especially because your video made me do it, Babs. I'm definitely passing on the entire line. I don't think I have purchased one figure.
Thanks to you, Fabi, because of your video, Mike is passing on these.
Yes,
the quality of video that you produced.
it was his video of the Green Goblin and the
Doc Ock.
Doc Ock. You confirmed to me that the third party figures are at equal par in my in how they look.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far, but
they are, and they are, and again from Shelf Eye, they are most certainly, and they're going to be. Yeah. That's going to be a discount bin figure. All those figures, they already are now, guys. Already are now. So like, I can't even imagine. Like, I can see.
Yeah, that is.
Go back to blue. What's his name? Value? Are we going to see $100 hot toy figures? Maybe.
Oh well, I could tell you that is 100% true. That whole line, because again, there's nothing rare, there's nothing exclusive, there's nothing really that special. Just like everything else, Marvel, those figures, you guys are going to get them. I don't know why all of a sudden Andrew Garfield, all of a sudden is like the only one that's like, more expensive because it's sold out so quickly. But I feel like it's not fully sold out yet anyway.
Well, talk about an overproduced line. Like Spider-Man is popular in China and in America. So I just feel like they produced the hell out of all those figures.
Absolutely.
That is going to have a huge run.
But that's the thing, though. They did, but why did that happen to Andrew Garfield like that? You know what I mean? Can that happen to Tobey Maguire too?
What do you mean? What happened?
Like so the figure came out and it like sold out immediately. Everybody couldn't get it. You can't find it now. And then all of a sudden it reappeared again. But yeah, it was like you couldn't get it. Everybody wanted it. It was like sold out immediately when it came out.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like right now, I don't know if you could still get it anywhere, but people couldn't get it. People couldn't get it. They're like, oh, they were looking for trades and stuff, and you just couldn't get it. Again, I don't know if they're completely sold out still, but they were at one point. So I don't know. So here we have the yellow Iron Man that should be. I thought it was going to be here this week. I guess it'll be here next week. This thing, like I told you guys, only 60 made of the exclusive, the deluxe with the suitcase. The other ones, I believe they were either 1,200 or 1,500 total of the special, the regular one, not the special one. So 60 deluxe. I have one of them. So 59 other people have another one. I'll sell it to you, Mike, for 700. Whenever
Give me a neon tech any day of the week over that thing. I was gonna say I have every hot toy Iron Man except that one. I'll never get that one.
I'll sell it to you. Don't worry. We have the Mark 7 celebration that's been out for a while. That's another figure that I thought would sell out 1, 2, 3, and I feel like you can still find this.
Yep, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it for under retail.
No way. Not under retail. Absolutely not. Not happening. Not happening.
I'll produce receipts.
Huh?
I'll produce receipts.
You heard it here first.
No, absolutely not happening. That I would be completely shocked. I would call you the not collecting veteran if that happens. So guys, we have here the Flash line. So far, it looks incredible. I love every single figure so far, especially that new young Barry, as you can see right here. Look at these bases. Look how nice they look. You got Supergirl with her blue and red base. You got Batman with a black and yellow. You got this guy, can't really see. I guess it's dark. You got yellow here. You got blue, red, and yellow here. So the bases are really, really nice, guys. I'm really enjoying the bases. Am I going to use them? I don't know. Are they going to look funky, being so high up? I don't know. What do you guys think of how they look together right now? Luis, let's go with you first.
Oh, this is amazing, Fabi. This is my wheelhouse. This is what I'm all about. I have the original Red Flash. I have Modern Suit, Supergirl. Those three on pre-order. The Keaton suit Flash I'm gonna pre-order pretty soon. Now, whether they make that Dark Flash back there, I mean, we'll see what happens over the next couple of months. But if they can, man, if they were to add a Feora or Zod into that lineup, that would be just the
Yes.
cherry on top. But yeah, this is beautiful. For me, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I collect, because of that frame right there.
This is why you collect. Thank you for collecting, my friend. We have Matt Planet says, I hope they release Venom from that VG line. Absolutely. That is 100% coming. You heard it here first. I said that from the moment that trailer came out. I said that Venom is coming 100%. That's the Venom that is coming with the actual, chest symbol, chest spider on the chest and the back. So they're going to make it. That thing's going to be big. It's going to be, I don't think it's going to be as big as the Tom Hardy one, but it's going to be a big Venom as well. Mike, what do you think? You think they'll release that Venom?
What Venom? From Venom with the symbol?
From the Spider-Man 2 video game.
Sure, why not?
Did you see that? Did you see it? Because they teased it in the trailer. That's what we think it's coming.
Yeah, I think everyone's been talking about it, that they want it. I feel
Right.
I could see them. Yeah, I think they'll do it.
Carlos says, Supergirl, Linda Colombia. Yeah, guys. So as soon as I saw that her figure, so for those who don't know,
Where are these pics? Let's see them.
She's Colombian. She's a Colombian actress. And I had no idea when I watched the movie, I had no idea she was Colombian. And now that I know she's Colombian, even if her figure looked like crap, guess what? I was going to own it. Not only that, but I don't know if you guys know that the Colombian flag is yellow on top, blue in the middle, and then red at the bottom, right? Her outfit is gold in the center of the S, blue and red. So that gold could be taken as what? Yellow. So she's wearing a Colombian flag as a Colombian actress playing Supergirl. You're welcome. I am buying 15 of these. So let's see.
That's an American travesty.
Let's see. So here's Batman. The new suit. What are they calling it? The updated suit, the upgraded suit. Look at that. So he looks dead on with the wrinkles, with the aging, no complaints. Literally looks exactly like his wrinkled face.
Looks good.
And how much he aged. Yeah, he looks amazing. The suit looks really nice. Looks exactly like the one he wore in the movie. Obviously, we know it's premium. I don't know. I never liked or loved. Let me move you guys out of the way. I never loved these grabbers here that dent the outfits. So I don't know why they do this. It's very scary. Again, they'll dent the entire outfit 100% if you leave it there for too long. Especially these rubberized suits that get compressed with any mild pressure, especially with these things that
even the old Batman suit was like that suit really would take the dents of the rubber. The original Batman rubber suit.
So I don't understand why Hot Toys in 2023 is still using these things when they could easily be giving us better stuff, but it is what it is.
This looks like it's got some nylon like work into it, so it's rubber and like nylon, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a different material. It's not straight rubber, but here the arms look rubberized, but here it looks a little different. So I don't know what they're planning on doing. But again, it's 2023. We should not be getting these things anymore. We should be getting something completely different that's not going to ruin the suit. Let me see what you guys are saying real quickly. Let's see. Lactose because it's still so Andrew Garfield still sold out. See, as I'm saying, he came and went, and I was like, wow. And I had the opportunity to get the second one, and I was like, I don't want a second one. And then I wanted a second one, but then I didn't want a second one. And I was like, you know what? I was like, it is what it is, because I want a second one for when the RCN Studios the Andrew Garfield head comes in. That's why I want a second one. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If Mike gets one for under retail, Fabs has to get has to get cornrows. Imagine. Oh my god. Vegas has Mike 5-1. Imagine.
I like my odds. I like my odds.
5-1. Confession: I haven't watched this movie yet. Flash. See? And you probably like the figures. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? You don't have to watch them. I mean, at least I don't watch, I don't need an emotional attachment to, a figure, or if it looks cool, why not? I don't really need to watch the shows. I don't, and there are a bunch of things that I didn't get because of the fact that I didn't watch the shows. Like, for example, there have been a ton of these Breaking Bad figures, and they look great, but I didn't even buy a single one just because I never watched the show. I never watched a single episode, so I couldn't get into any of that stuff. For example, the Godfather movies, I've seen the very first one maybe twice, and I bought the entire line from I think it's Present Toys, so you don't have to you don't have to be connected to anything to buy something. I just, you guys know that I love Hot Toys, and then, obviously if I'm starting a line, forget it. I have to get every single thing that comes out of that line, or else I don't feel right. And you guys know this already. DC stands for Don't Collect. Yeah, that's why Luis is a big fan of DC. Let's see. We have Tony, Captain of Toronto's reporting Puerto Rican flag. Yeah, everybody says that. I don't see it. Fab's a bad pre-order. Can't wait. Yeah, the Young Flash is beautiful. I love that Young Flash. So if she had LGBTQ kills on her chin, you get to this guy. Unbelievable. Bend the waist, grab it, and they don't pin. Oh, look at that. I don't even use them because I don't play with them. You know what I mean? I don't risk it. They'll ruin your entire figure. I'm with
Especially if those little rubber tips come off, because if the rubber tips come off, it's just a metal jagged
metal
edge.
ripping through the suit. Exactly. Yep. So they're very scary. I never got into those. This figure, for whatever reason, every time I look at him now, he just looks fatter and fatter to me. I don't know why. He looks very, very like chunky, very thick. Even his face looks very like, there's no Ben Affleck here whatsoever. If you really stare and look for him, you're not going to find him. It's very obvious at this point. So, like I told you guys, I bought this. Right now, I'm going to be paying for this for about $200. I'm going to be paying $200 and something, about $230. Shipped from Sideshow. I used $450 worth of points to order this. I told you guys I was not paying more than that. It's not worth, $665. And like we talked about earlier, all this stuff is going to be your, your Blurg and your Mando and your Blurg and your Quill set that are going to be sitting there for God knows how long. So that's why it wasn't worth it to me to spend full price, to buy for full price. But for $230, why the hell not? And I got, like I said, the bike, and I got Batman. Michael, what do you think of this set?
Same. I agree with you.
So you didn't pre-order. You're waiting to get it like later on?
I probably won't get it all. It looks horrible.
Yeah.
To me, looks bad.
No, it does.
Besides looking fat, it looks bad.
No, it really does look like really, and I know for a fact it's the lighting. There's a lot of bright lighting right on top of it, so it's not. It's taking
the whole pattern. I don't like the whole color thing that's going on. I don't like.
It's taking away the depth of the figure. It's taking a lot of that away, and all you see is just this solid, thick guy. So it's not doing anything to flatter him whatsoever. Joker just says fatter and fatter. I completely agree. Master the phantasm. No, I'm telling you, I don't know why. Suddenly I started noticing that he was getting, just chunky. Buffet bats. Luis, tell me.
Yeah.
What do you feel about your DC line? Are you collecting or not this one?
This is great. I mean, the motorcycle is beautiful. The Batman obviously doesn't really look all that much like Ben Affleck, but I mean, just the suit alone, I mean, I just like how different it is. and yet it's similar to the tactical suit Batman. The reason why I like this one more is because he doesn't have the goggles. I really didn't care for the texture of the mask and the goggles really with the tactical, but this is going to be my tactical Batman, in other words. But I'm definitely going to pre-order this because I understand that the Bat Cycle alone is on wait list. The Batman is on wait list, so I'm gonna have to get these two together for sure.
Now, if you decide to get them, are you going to wait until they're like a lot cheaper? Or are you going to plan on getting them like full price?
Well, for the fact that this is my thing, I'm gonna have to pre-order these guys because if I miss out on this, and if for whatever reason the pre-orders are low, then I'm gonna be screwed. Then I'm gonna have to pay an extra $400 to get them on the aftermarket. So I'm not gonna gamble with that.
So here's one picture that you and I specifically talked about. You sent me this picture and you were kind of upset about the fact that to you the rooted looks or doesn't look as good as the sculpted, right? This is what you said. So what did I say to you? I said the only reason why it looks that way is because the hair obviously is more sloppy. It just looks messy, right? Compared to the sculpted, that it's, you know, pre-done, pre-made, pre-styled, and it's permanent. It's not going anywhere. Right here you have this look of real hair that you're going to have to play with one way or another if this is what you're going to get, right? Hopefully not too much. Hopefully not too much, but there's got to be some type of playing with it and adjusting. And because remember, they come separately in a clear plastic container, and you have to put it on the head. And you obviously, after putting it on the head, you got to style it to make him, So now, after going all over that, over all these things that I just mentioned, why would you not get the rooted? If let's say they were available both versions, the same amount, they made 10,000 of each. Why would you not get the rooted if you could?
Well, I mean, that's a hard decision for the fact that, I mean, I'm rooted 100%, but for the fact that the sculpted head version looks a lot better than the rooted, that's probably the only reason why I wouldn't get the rooted version of the Joker. But I mean, I would get both to pull off different looks, I guess you can say. But in this picture right here alone, the sculpted Joker looks the best between the two.
Right? But why though? Why do you think that?
Well, I mean, look at the picture. I mean, am I crazy? I mean, the sculpted looks a lot better than the rooted. But I mean, if I can get the rooted, I would get the rooted too.
Well, I could tell you this. Between the two, the only difference that I see, like I said, is the sculpted is just more, it's just, pre-done already, pre-styled. But what I like about the rooted is it looks like he was electrocuted. So his whole hair, there's a lot of hair there. So it gives it a more realistic look to me, which is obviously the whole point, right? So I feel like you say it looks better because I think it looks cleaner. You know what I mean? It's not so sloppy. So it looks more appealing to the eye. You know what I mean? It just looks that much nicer. When you look at the rooted, you're like, his hair's crazy. Like, why would I want this? So I think that's how you're seeing it. But again, that's the whole point behind it. Michael, what do you think of the rooted and the sculpted?
I'm the exact opposite. I'm the rooted, as you know, so not a rooted guy whatsoever. Sculpted all the way.
So even these two next to each other, which one do you like better, the sculpted?
These two next to each other, I would say. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't mind the rooted. The rooted right there. It's not like it looks, but yeah, I mean, I want the sculpted all the way.
So you're not even going to try for the rooted?
Never. Look, I've done rooted. I have Hot Toy figures with hair, and they suck.
Carlito says, I got both rooted Artisan Jokers. Same with Wanda. I keep the Artisan box and spit the sculpted on display.
I can't even think of one haired figure that I like enjoy. I mean, maybe Hella is the only one is that has hair that I like. Is Hella. That's it.
Yeah, because it was like the most basic, and actually her sloppy hair looks great because it's supposed to be sloppy anyway.
yeah, really. Like that worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, like not I can't
Albert says the sculpted looks more natural. Yeah, it does because again, it's pre-done, it's not sloppy, it's that's how it's supposed to look. But the rooted, it's like
and the recent Wonder Woman and the recent Captain Marvel, the recent Witch, Scarlet Witch, like hands down, those sculpted hairs are
they're really nice.
They're nice.
See here, look how good his face looks. The detail on his face, the texture on his face.
That just confirmed it right there. That
look
close
at that.
up.
Yep.
Beautiful. Sculpted though, I'm saying. Go back.
Oh yeah, no. I'm saying I'm talking about the face, but even this.
Yeah, that goes right there.
Like, look at that. Look at the texture. Look at the face. Look at that. This is way better than In Art all day long. And I told you guys, just wait. Just wait. Obviously, like I said, everybody needed a Joker. It had been years till, from the last Joker we had by Hot Toys. It was time for a new one. They came in, with the idea, let's do a Joker. Everybody was down for it. A lot of new collectors had been dying for a Hot Toys Joker. They hadn't got one. They were very, very old anyway. They were, very expensive. So it was a perfect storm for In Art to come in and do this Joker. This is why I think it worked out for them, regarding this. And it was still a failure. But when it came to the sales, they got their, they must have done decent for them to continue. So. But I think that's what happened. Here is that blue and gray Batman, Christian Bale Batman exclusive piece with the combination bat of the Morbius figure. Luis, what about something like this? Is this appealing to you or not really?
I mean, I like the color schemes, but I think they chose the wrong Batman for this particular 100-year anniversary figure.
Who did you want?
They should have chosen either the Batman Begins suit for this color scheme. I think that would have been a lot better.
One solid piece, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or they should have gone with the BVS Ben Affleck Batman with that same color scheme. I don't like it. There's just too much going on. I mean, you got the gray panels, you got the black underneath. That's the thing. I mean, there's just too much going on for me, and it's not meshing for me anyway.
Mike, what about the fact that it doesn't come with a head sculpt? Does that matter to you? Are you even getting this? Does it?
No, it looks like shit. This is a horrible figure. Yeah. I mean, I think what Luis said, like, I like that blue. I like that color blue. But man, did they employ that wrong? Like that's a disaster figure.
What is it that you don't like about it?
Everything. Look at it. Look at that. That's not a good looking figure in any way. All the panels, like the light gray makes all the panels like stick out way too much, and it makes it look it's not appealing to the eye. And then the blue head looks like it's completely like out of place with the entire gray body. Like the other blue is not really coming out in the boots and gloves to me at all. And again, maybe that's because of the lighting, but it just the cape is horrible. The extra long, sloppy cape is not good. The gold belt sticks out like a championship WWF belt. It's a disaster. It's an execution failure. I can't believe they're even continuing on with the release of it.
I think this figure is going to be like in hand. You're going to be like, wow, it's not bad. Did you didn't pre-order this, right? No.
No way. Are you kidding me?
Those legs on bats look so freaking weird. Never noticed when it was black.
It's bad. Yeah, right.
No, you're not going to notice because when it's black, because it all blends in. That's
the point. I think that's the point of having all that black is that.
Right. Tony says, even though I'm not crazy about In Art, I think God love from In Art. Yeah, no, they're like I said, they're probably you liking their stuff or anybody liking their stuff is not a problem. There's nothing wrong with you. You got some people have good taste, some people have bad taste. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with what you spend your money on. If you work for your money, you could spend it on you could throw it down the toilet for a week here. You know what I mean? It's not that. It's just, you know, the reason why I bring up these things is for you guys to be aware, and that's it. For you guys to make smarter choices when it comes to where you're spending your money. But I'm not telling you don't spend it over here, don't spend it over there, or go spend it over here, go spend it over there. It's none of my business. You know what I mean? You guys don't work for me. You guys don't need to listen to me. But there's a lot of things that a lot of people don't pay attention to. They don't see the angles. And so because I do, I just point them out to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do with that information, that's up to you guys. Also, before you guys leave tonight, there is more, I don't know if you guys remember when I talked to you guys about that collaboration and that partnership with Justin and Inart, and there's more proof of that. And like I said, at the end of the show, I'm going to show you guys so you guys understand that I wasn't wrong, that it was obvious that they were going to create a partnership because they need him to push their product. And they know that he has influence, or else this whole Toys Wonderland thing would have never happened because nobody would have listened, nobody would have followed, nobody would have shopped there. So they know that he's got influence, and they know that one way or another they're going to get business out of partnering up with him, and that's what they're doing. So just be aware and let it be known that he's going to push their stuff, and don't be shocked if everything he says about their figures is good and positive and great and it's the best, and because he's already talking about it.
What do you mean? When has Justin not said that about anything he's touched?
Well,
have I ever heard that kid do a negative review in my fucking life?
Well, so here's the thing. He made a video while at this inner thing that was going on, and I think it was Shanghai or something. And so what happened was they apparently flew him out there, which I didn't know. Number two, they brought him backstage, like to their office, like their private office and all this stuff. And all these things, adding up little by little. Again, nobody really noticed what was, what the meaning of all that stuff was. Number three, while over there, he was making a video and he was talking about the Superman figure, the inner Superman figure specifically. And in the video that you guys could look up because it's up, he says, specifically speaking about the Superman, he says, the shine on the figure looks good. The figure had a bunch of lights on top of it, right? So it's giving off light. That suit is a BVS suit. There was no shine to that suit. That was not the Justice League suit. So for him to already say the shine on the suit looks good when the suit is not supposed to have any shine whatsoever, already says where it's going. Because he could have easily said, this thing is super shiny. The suit's not supposed to have the shine on it because it's not a Justice League suit. It's a BVS suit. It's supposed to be darker. It's supposed to be this, that. He didn't call any of that out. So stay tuned for the push because he will make InArt sound like they're the best figures in the world. And I'm going to show you in a second. Next is we got the D100 Wonder Woman, or the WB 100 Wonder Woman.
Yeah, let's look at that. Let's look at that wonderful hair. Let's see how good this looks.
So this one, like I told you guys, is finally shipping from Sideshow. Mine should be coming at some point. Let me see if they even loaded up the tracking information yet. Because I could tell you right now if they did. Let's see.
Nope. Zoom in on that hair.
Nothing yet. No, that's it.
You can't go closer?
Nope, that's it. Fully zoomed. But let me move this out. See, so
you think that looks better than?
Well, no. So here's the thing. Here, though, her hair does not look super styled like it did in those original promo pictures.
It looks fuller.
It looks fuller.
Doesn't look better.
No. It looks fuller because it's not styled. So she doesn't have those big curls that she had in those promo pictures. So what you're seeing here now is the hair not styled at all, not curled at all, at least.
So then you're gonna do that when you get yours? You're gonna.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna look like when I take it out. When it's out of the box. But However it is, I'm telling you, I'm not touching it because I'm not playing with no
I
hair.
was gonna say, like, if it comes out of the box looking like this, what do you do?
Leave it alone because that means that the curls are gone, and I'm not going to curl it. So I think that's the only problem if it comes out like that. But I think they did this on purpose. I don't think, because you're going to tell me they're going to show you this and not curl it if it was meant to be curled. Absolutely. So I think they did this to give her a more natural look rather than a super styled hair salon look.
I think it makes it look fat.
Luis, what do you think of this? Do you like this? Do you not like this?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I like this Wonder Woman. I didn't get a chance to get it, but if I can find it, at third market, eBay, buy sell trade groups, I would probably get it. I like it. I like the hair; it looks great. The body, I understand, is a better body. It's more Fison like. So me, I'm all about the Fison bodies. So yeah, I would, if I have the chance and the opportunity, I would definitely pick up this figure. I think it looks beautiful.
So this is like to your eye. This like if you this appeals to you. The hair looks good.
Yeah, I like it. It looks great.
It's so crazy. I mean, I get it, right? We all have our different.
Mike's like, I hate you.
I really look it. It's good to have that because I am so I can't see it. I can't.
Oh man.
And I'm looking like I'm trying with both my eyeballs.
My you know what it is, Mike? You look at it as a like some type of like a scam. You know what I mean? Like you look at it as like this is, if you're gonna give us this, we're already paying high enough prices where you shouldn't be charging us extra for this.
I want the figure to look great. I want the most realistic, good-looking Hot Toy figure I can get, and I'm not seeing, again, knowing what my sculpted hair, Wonder Woman 85 looks like. I'm not seeing how this is looking better than that.
In hand, probably. I'll show you in hand when you
I can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to that because
when you stop by in a couple of years, I'll show you. So we have Anakin here. We have the artisan Anakin. This thing is super super hot. Nobody could get near it. There's another slap in the face about this figure is there's only one SKU, right? So there's no sculpted and rooted. It's just glued and that's it. There's no other SKU. So if you missed out, that's it until the dark side. And I have a feeling that they may give us a 2 SKU dark side, so a rooted and a sculpted. I think they were testing the water out with this to see how it did. Obviously, they knew what they were doing with this figure. So I think for the second Anakin, we're going to get dark side. And like I said, we're going to get a rooted and a sculpted. I think that's going to be, depending on the character, I think that's where they're going to go. I would have never expected them to do a sculpted Scarlet Witch. For what? She looks great, but for what? Right? So the fact that they're doing that, they're giving collectors, a cheaper option, right? But it's $330 for that figure. Cheaper? I don't think so. And we're paying for that base. That's what we're paying for. You know what I mean? Maybe the outfit a little bit, depending on what they use, but $330 for a female figure with nothing, couple effects, and that base, that light up base. And I think, that base is a big deal because, at least how they're making it sound, because it apparently has 3 different light up modes, whatever that means. So I'm assuming you have a solid mode, a blinking mode, and I don't know what else. But they're pushing that base. And again, it's a big base. It's a fancy base. Again, $330, a little steep for a female, but either you buy it or you don't. It's that simple. Luis, what do you think of you're not into Star Wars, but what do you think of something like this? If you were, would you buy it?
Oh yeah, no, I think Star Wars is number 3 in my collecting level. DC number 1, 2 is 80s, 90s, one-offs, and then number 3 is Star Wars. So yeah, no, I missed out on this artisan Anakin like everybody else did in the community. I think it's a beautiful figure. I mean, the hair on this looks like it's on point. And I really hope and I pray to how Howard Chan that he comes out with a sculpted hair dark side Anakin, or this Anakin right here that we're looking at now, because I missed out on this. I don't have an authentic Hot Toys Anakin. I have like a third party build a figure, with the clothes and the head sculpt and everything like that. I mean, it looks good, looks okay, but it's not Hot Toys. So I'm really hoping to get this authentic Hot Toys Anakin right here, whether it's sculpted, most likely rooted. I really think I won't be able to get it, but we'll see what happens.
Well, Joker J makes a good point. It says Hot Toys gives you the option and doesn't force you into the gluted. That's a huge plus for Hot Toys and collect. Well, yeah, exactly. They could easily just give you, like they did for the Anakin, just the one and boom, done. It is what it is. That's your problem. But because they're about money, they're giving you two. They're already locked in with, they make 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, whatever the number is, they're locked in with those numbers. That's it. There's no, oh, they're sitting, nobody's buying. No, those are selling out immediately. That money's locked in, ready to go, right? The issue is those, big SKUs, those sculpted SKUs. But now, them making sculpted a sculpted Scarlet Witch, does that mean that they're going to make 10,000 of them? I don't think so. You know what I mean? I don't think so either. So that's the scary thing. It's like you never really know. It doesn't matter how much you think you know, you never really know. And I personally always have that doubt in the back of my mind, like, man, are these really like not limited? Are these really like just going to sit there? And so it's scary because, if you don't want to miss out on something, you're like, man, like I don't want to miss out on it. But then it's like, you can't really miss out on anything because everything's sitting anyway. You know what I mean? So it's always that like limbo of like, man, like, am I going to miss it? Am I not going to miss it? So that's what's scary to me. I know, Mike, with the rooted, you don't really care, right? You're not really like focused on like even bothering getting them, right?
Yeah, I got this figure already.
Oh, this one you definitely got?
Yeah, I got it. I have it in my display already.
You mean the regular? But you have both. You have dark side and
I had the dark side eyes and the other one. Yep.
Yeah, this one looks great right here.
I don't need to get. I don't need to get another one.
You got these little things. You got Grogu. Now we got the Mandalorian here. We got the female. We got the male, and we got the new armor right here. We got the IG-12 and Mando. It looks like the chrome one. Really, really nice. Then we got the Darth Vader from, what is it? The Return of the Jedi.
No.
Oh, is it the Empire Strikes Back? I thought it was...
Return of the Jedi, yeah, because of the head sculpt, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Return of the Jedi. And I'm never really sure, so that's why I always ask. Luis, my friend, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy Saturday, my friend. So we have this beautiful guy with the two head sculpts. I don't know how many people are really going to display with this one, maybe for like a couple pictures, but I think this is a way to go. I feel like we all have at least one Darth Vader in our collection that doesn't have a second head sculpt. So therefore, I feel like a lot of people won't be displaying it like this unless obviously it's their first Darth Vader. I think it'll be this way. And I doubt anybody's going to go this way, but we'll see. Mike, how would you display this? Which head sculpt would you use? Which are the three?
I don't know. Maybe the actually the one to the far right. Yeah, that one.
Are you getting this or are you not getting this at all?
No. Again, yeah, I don't need 7 Vaders.
Luis.
Yeah, so I have the New Hope Vader with the voice box, which I really, really love. And I passed on the other Vaders that came after until I saw the Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader with the, smashed helmet with the Anakin head sculpt inside. So I went with that one. Yeah. This one here, it's a simple pass for the fact that the new Vader with the Anakin head sculpt will be my second Vader. So 2 Vaders for me, that's more than enough.
You know what? You bring that up. I thought this is not the one with that smashed face.
No, this is not.
That's the one.
Not Obi-Wan.
You're
the one you're talking about is Obi-Wan. This is the Return of the Jedi.
Yep, that's the one to get.
And then we have this League of Legends woman, which nobody's getting. I'm not getting this thing. Um, then we got these, the Kamen Rider people, the Shadow Moon, and the other guy. Here's the bike. The bike looks nice. I may get those just for that bike, but I want them anyway in the collection. Look how cool. Can you imagine walking in there and seeing all this right in your face? How awesome that looks. Even if you got them all in your collection, be like, man, I want another one just to walk out of there with something. Look, see the Loki set right here, the premium. See how it's sold out?
Yeah, it's still there.
So, yeah, it's still there. Look, these are the ones that I got from that other company. These Venoms right here. They only have two, but they came out with three. They got Anti-Venom, Carnage, and then the black one's the Venom, which they don't have here. But those figures are amazing, amazing, amazing. Um, here is more stuff from that. Look at that. So nice. All right, guys. So one thing I wanted to get into here, Tony's saying something to Mike. Mike, are you getting the Smash Head Darth, the Obi-Wan?
I don't have it pre-ordered, but maybe I do. I got to look.
There's are in the description. Those stairs. So one thing, I wanted to get into, guys, was so I can't say who it was. I cannot say who it was. But a company has reached out to me and would like your your take and your opinions and your input on dioramas. So I made a post in the group 16 Evolution on Facebook. If you guys haven't joined, please join. So what they're asking is for me to ask in the community what dioramas you guys would like made, because they're planning on starting to make diorama pieces. Therefore, they said, can you find out, ask what type of dioramas people would want to get, specifically from like Endgame, big movies like that. And what I think their goal is they're going to put them in like pieces. So you'll have a diorama made out of multiple pieces. So they'll make one piece, right? And you'll get the one piece. And then if you want to keep adding, there's attachment pieces that are going to be made specifically for that same diorama. Is just going to be one whole piece. Apparently, as of now, nothing's set in stone. But so the point of me talking about this is this. I took a bunch of pictures while watching the movie, and to give you guys an idea. So what I'm going to have you guys do, whoever's interested in getting involved, obviously, because the another thing that they said was whoever's idea we do take, they're going to get full credit when the product is getting made, right? So your name's going to be included in the product, and I'm assuming there's going to be some type of backstory on the person. What made you pick that? Why did you pick that? But your name's going to be, if it's chosen, it's going to be, part of that piece that they produce, right? So what I'm going to have you guys do is, whenever you guys think of something or come up with an idea for a diorama, please post it in the group. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save them and I'm going to send them, forward them to the company, and then obviously this is not going to happen overnight. This is not going to be months from now, but they have to get, prepared. And what I'm going to assume is going to happen after that is once they have a set, in hand that they could say, you know what, I'm interested in making this one, this one, this one, this one. Then I'm probably going to have a poll and ask you guys, hey, which one of these would you guys prefer to buy? This one, this one, this one, this one. So that's where it's going. So for those who want to get involved, and like dioramas and stuff like that, please just post in the group. Like I said, your name's it's not gonna be, like I stole your idea or anything like that. Your name's gonna be included in the diorama once it's made. So like I said, I posted a few, I took a few pictures of a few scenes of the movie just so you guys could get an idea. So when you guys post, and again, it's not limited to this, but Endgame, big movies, Infinity War, stuff like that. So here's one. Here's another one. Again, just giving him ideas of what to make. Here's another one. Again, I don't know exactly what he's looking to make, but again, it's just to give him ideas, brainstorming. He talked about grass and dirt diorama, so I took a picture of this. This is grass, so I'm assuming he can make something like this, buildings in the back, stuff like that. This is James Rhodes, electronic legs when he remember when Civil War, when he fell from the sky and he messed up his spine. These legs, this company makes electronic stuff too. So I give them a picture of this, because what if they can make this attachment for, a third party body, and we can make our own James Rhodes with light up legs. You know what I mean? So that's why I gave him that. Also took this. I don't know if he could make, holograms and stuff like that, but this is another one. And then this is where we are ending the show tonight, guys. So this here is what I mean when I tell you that it's a partnership. So this is a message from InArt that they posted on their page, and it says, InArt Shanghai WF 2023 highlights. A heartfelt shout out to at Justin's Collection for gracing our booth with their presence at InArt Shanghai WF 2023. So why such a heartfelt shout out to Justin? For what reason? Partnership 101. This is what's happening. They're telling you that they're happy that he was there. Why do they care that he was there? Because it's very important for them that he was there. Again, you guys may not see the angle.
No.
But the angle is there. Stay tuned, because it's coming. Like I said.
Wait, what do you mean? What's the angle? InArt has for years reached out to YouTubers to have them move their shit.
YouTube, InArt?
InArt's been using PJ forever.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even know who PJ is.
Well, I guess again they use him under Queen Studios for their.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there you go. So they're doing the same thing that they're doing for this.
Yeah, they're using a YouTube mouthpiece to sell their shit.
Right. So there you go. But again, I don't think a lot of people saw this just because they saw Justin over there. And in the office, I don't think a lot of people picked that up. You know what I mean? I don't think people saw that. They just think that because of who he is.
Yeah, of course he's probably getting some kind of.
Oh, absolutely. Exactly. And that's what I was
getting. All this is that. I mean, right? That's what he does for a living now, right?
Correct.
He's a YouTuber that moves and sells hot toys. I mean,
correct. So this is
six figures, right?
This is what is happening, guys. So again, what's going to happen? I already pointed out all the issues that InArt has at the moment. You're going to have this guy who got a lot of people's money stolen, or at least had part of, was involved in part of it, start telling you that InArt's figures are the best thing under the sun, and people are going to swallow it up and argue with others about it just because he said it. Remember this conversation? It's coming soon to a stream near you. Luis, what's going on? Anything coming soon? Any collectibles for your collection that you don't collect?
So because I don't collect, I may not have a trio of astronauts that I'm very excited to have in my collection. So like early in the stream, I mentioned that I was able to pick up a killer buy on eBay. I was able to get the Guardians of the Galaxy Stan Lee in his astronaut costume, which was really, really cool. I've been eyeballing that figure for almost 2 years now, and I was able to, all good things come to those who wait, and I was able to collect that, get that figure for $175 shipped. So lucky day for me. So what I want to do, I'm going to add this guy, the Stan Lee, to these astronauts right here.
Oh, look at you. Those are nice.
See, so not bad for a guy who doesn't collect.
Yeah, could you imagine? Two figures, big collector.
So I got the Apollo astronaut right here. I think that's Buzz Aldrin. And then I got the Matt Damon from the Mars movie, figure right there. So I'm gonna put Stan Lee right in the middle. So yeah, that's something that I'm excited for.
You know, I bought a bunch of those Stanley astronaut suits. Remember that? Yeah. Like that went like deep discount for a hot second. So I mean, I was like, let me just pick up a bunch of random, because you can put any head sculpt
Right.
Oh yeah.
in that thing. So I mean, I have I'm, like I said, a Matt Damon astronaut. I have a Deadpool astronaut. You know, I have a whole bunch of
Cool.
random astronauts basically.
Tuli says, bro, folks are having a hard time finding space for just figures, let alone getting into that. That's true. That's 100% true. But there are people also who do buy dioramas and who actually, look for dioramas because they don't get as many figures. And because they don't get as many figures, they
That's
have
cool.
more space for dioramas. Yeah, that's cool. Hold on.
They should have done that. Oh, look at that. It's magnetic with the backpack. That's neat.
God, if you only had an HD camera, it would be nice, Oh, that's sick. That's how it lights up?
Yeah.
That's a battery pack?
That's cool.
That's sick.
So wait a minute.
When you sell it to me for $1.
Unreal.
You know what they should make for it's not a diorama, but you know those Star Wars wall panels that lit up?
Yes.
That Hot Toys did?
Yes.
They should do those. Just so, because it goes along the back of a display.
Yes.
Simple.
Those are all usually from A New Hope. A New Hope
simple,
always had
lights up. I mean, I purposely, bought a case of those stupid troopers because of that background. That stupid Hot Toys base. It's a base, right? That's really what it is. But
right.
It's a dial. It's a wall dial. That would be, I think, a good, and it's simple.
Right.
I think it'd sell a ton.
Very basic. Yep. Tuli says,
that's my idea. Go run with it.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first, everybody.
Faz, you're invited to my bathroom so I can finally sell this expensive toilet brush. Let's work together, he said. Oh man, I'm so mad that I missed out on the Mars figure. Yeah, I was gonna get it. I should have one pending somewhere. I gotta find out. I gotta check. Nice. I love seeing different figures. Yeah, no, those are cool. The astronauts are always nice. That's why. Yeah, see, he pulls out 2 figures. He gets a fan base.
That's his figure of the week.
I have 1,000 and I get the hate. We have Present Toys Mars Rescue figure, absolutely amazing. One of my it's very good, very, very good. So, Mike, anything coming soon? Are you expecting any new figures to open, or are you opening anything?
No, I haven't. I opened. What do you call this guy? He's the. I wasn't that impressed with him, to be honest. I forgot what he's called. This one.
Who?
Open suit something.
Oh, suit up version.
Silver. I wasn't that impressed, to be honest.
It's a very basic figure. It's like a statue. It's like where you know what I mean? That's all it is.
I mean, look, it's way more solid than the one that I got from, that's a 3D printed one basically. But I guess it'll look cool. It'll look cool in the display. But no, I haven't opened up anything else. Looking forward to Comic-Con. That's it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, guys. Tuli, my friend, thank you. Have a good night. Thank you for being here as always. I appreciate it. Guys, so yeah, like I said, we'll be at Comic-Con on Thursday and Saturday. Like I said, if you guys want to meet up, just message me, message Mike on Facebook Messenger, Instagram, whichever you could get in touch with. We'll be there. Like I said, there's an extra ticket for Saturday. If anybody's interested, just let me know. We'll meet you outside.
Yeah, I offered it to a buddy of mine, and I haven't heard back to see if he wants it. But I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna end up. I can sell it back basically, so I'll probably buy.
Okay. Well, like I said,
I'll just sell it back basically.
Yeah, I'm still offering it to see if somebody wants it last minute while we're there. Just let me know. Worst case scenario, you do. If you got to sell it back, whatever, I'll still give you.
I think I still can. I think they still give me an option too.
Okay. So yeah. But again, it's there, guys, for those who may want to show up and last minute and they decide to. We have it for Saturday only. We're going Thursday and Saturday, but we have an extra for Saturday only. We're probably gonna be there. What time, Mike? Like 11:30, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it opens at 10. What did we do last year? I think last year we got there at
Like
open.
11. Yeah, like 11. Like 10:30ish.
Yeah, I want to say we got there. We were in line before they opened.
Yeah.
Oh no, maybe that was the.
No, we were in line and we went right in, but it wasn't packed on Thursday. Remember, we went right in. It was 1, 2, 3. That's when they checked your bag. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
So, but yeah, guys, as always, we'll see you again. What's today? Today's Saturday. So obviously I'll see you guys on Tuesday before Comic-Con, and then obviously, we'll see you either from Comic-Con or after Comic-Con. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Have a nice weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.